Howdy, howdy, howdy. All right.
I'm 23 years old. I'm a growth marketing analyst. A glow up to me means maturing spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. Pre-glow up self was definitely insecure in a lot of ways, mainly for being skinny, having braces, and I got bullied a lot in elementary, middle school. But at the same time, it's kind of made me who I am today. I don't have a strong record for a successful relationship. I've been in, I'd say like 4 to 5. 2 of them, I've had situations where I've been cheated on, and it's not necessarily something I'm really happy for, but at the same time, I think I've learned a lot from it. I don't know, I'm looking like, why did I do this? But I mean, it's fun, it's fun.
No, just square, not yours.
Excited, yeah. Oh, wow. I did not expect that. Oh my.
Bro, this shit is weird. The last time they did it was weird, and this time it's just as weird. It is very, very weird that they're picking out, this 23-year-old man is picking which girl he wants to go on a date with based on their like pictures of them when they were like 13 years old.
No, in a good way. No, I mean this in the best way. But yeah, should I just go into... I love that you're all about safety and you wear your helmet.
Gotta keep the helmet on. In this picture, I was in Santa Barbara with my family and we were on one of those 4-seater bikes.
Dude, these memes are so funny, man. Oh my god, these are private memes, dude.
Thought I looked great.
This is so fucking funny. God damn, dude.
And I didn't.
This feels like this should be hosted by Chris Hansen.
Number 2, this is a nice little off-angle photo
dude.
showing the pearly whites, so I really like that. Wearing a really bright shirt.
Like, what are you supposed to be like? Damn, girl, looks like you would grow up right. Like, what the fuck? What are you supposed to say? The fuck are you supposed to do?
Interesting.
This is so weird.
Because I personally wouldn't have worn that when I was younger, but at the same time, we're all younger, so we all make mistakes, maybe.
So I was smiling so big because that was the day that my first nephew was born. I was 11 and my sister and I are 13 years apart. So it was a pretty big day for me being a new aunt. So that's why I was smiling so big and had the bright shirt on because it was a bright moment.
Now I feel so bad making fun of you for wearing that shirt. You liked it, that's all that matters. Okay, so sorry, but I don't know what is that a wolf hat? I think it's a wolf hat. Oh wait, is that? I think there's like red streaks of hair at the bottom. I think she might have dyed her hair.
The wolf hat was actually a gift from my dad, so clearly you could see like, oh yeah, he dressed me, like he influenced my fashion at the time. And actually I didn't dye my hair. It was like
this seems like a cool icebreaker idea, but not for like date. Like if they would like met each other and then showed a picture of them when they were young, we're vibing, but like, bro, just straight up like choose which person you want to date by a picture of them when they were 13 years old.
Slip-ons. I was really into like the Hot Topic type of style, so my fashion was just all over the place.
Okay, gotcha. I really like that you were able to rock that wolf hat.
You don't have to lie, it's okay. We know.
No, I have another question for you, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Are you currently a furry?
No.
No, my bad, okay. I might be a little scared by number 4 because of the smile and the eyes. It might have honestly been Halloween because I see Dunder Mifflin, so probably an Office fan.
Yeah, it was a Halloween costume. I think sophomore year of high school.
I love that. Cool. Yeah, so you are a big Office fan.
Like, I liked Kelly Kapoor's character and thought it was kind of similar to her in like some senses. So
gotcha.
Yeah, decided to dress up as her.
Yeah, it would have been funny, but like, oh really? I don't see it. What way?
Number 5? Dang, that's a lot of attitude.
Oh, I love racism.
Picture. I'm honestly kind of scared too here.
Did you bet on Argentina? Nigga, no.
Was at a birthday party and my dad took this photo. Back then I was like really introverted. So I thought it's really funny that you said that there was a lot of attitude in it. Can I ask why you feel that way?
I think it's just the facial expression kind of...
Bro, you look like a 50-year-old woman. Like, that's what a 50-year-old woman does. You know what I'm saying?
gives like, I think it's the way you're sitting too, because the legs are crossed.
It's old lady.
Yeah, exactly. The pose is very cute. I like
So,
that.
Bree, what do you mean?
She's confident in what appears to be a heart-shaped swimsuit. Yeah, I'm not too sure what I can talk about.
Yeah, what are you supposed to? Yeah, this shit is weird.
She's having a good time. That's all that matters, I think.
Just a cool day, lounging, tanning, you know, in my one.
All right, Tyson, you have a good one.
Probably got from Limited 2.
Limited
Good luck
2,
with your chest thing.
The earlier version of Justice.
Oh, okay.
And my grandma is in the background of that picture. It's her 91st birthday today. Shout out, Grandma.
The boom mic?
This is honestly really hard. Okay, I think I'm gonna eliminate contestant number 4, sadly, because I see the polka dots and I have trypophobia, and so I feel like that's something I'm scared of.
Jesus Christ, man. I have trypophobia as well, and like, don't do that, man.
Hi.
I messed up.
That's like a different person, honestly.
Nice to meet you. Oh my gosh, what's your name?
Kamudi.
Kamudi?
Yeah.
Nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you.
Oh my god. This is gonna be bad.
Damn, bro. That's tough.
Contestant number 1. What was one of your dream jobs growing up?
I honestly wanted to be an actress most of my life, I would
Nope, get her out.
say, until my mom said I can't be an actress. But I'm gonna ignore her and I'm gonna start getting into acting again because I think it is truly my passion.
I admire your decision. I really
Jesus Christ! What the fuck is this? You were hot at 10, any pics, check DMs? Jesus, I've never wanted to bend someone over the hood of their little tykes so bad. Oh my god, what is this context? What the fuck? What is that?
gonna say, like, you should just keep doing it and try to pursue your dreams, because I wanted to be a pizza delivery boy because I really like pizza.
That's old news? I think I remember seeing that before. Jesus Christ.
You're shooting for the stars there.
Yeah, honestly, I'm the next Papa John's. Okay. I'm not gonna...
Maybe pick another Papa guy.
What is the biggest quality you are looking for in a girl?
I think the biggest quality is someone who's trustable and won't cheat on me.
Oh.
Contestant number 2, if there was one thing that you would change about your past, what would that one thing be?
I would say just letting others' opinions influence the way that I presented myself. I feel that out of fear of being judged, I kind of held a lot of my personality back growing up. So I would just tell my younger self to just be you, and either they're gonna love you or they're not, and that has nothing to do with you.
I think that's word for word what I would say to myself, so I really like that. We share that similarity. Contestant number 3, your hat kind of reminded me of headphones. What was your past music taste and how has it changed today?
I had a big boy band phase growing up. Like as a teenager, I was really into 5 Seconds of Summer. And then also I was influenced by my dad's music taste. So like when AC/DC would be blasting in the car, I'd feel so cool going down, being dropped off at school. I'm like, yeah, I listen to this. Now I listen more of R&B. So I really like Keisha Cole, Jhené Aiko, Kehlani.
That's cool. I really align with your music taste right now.
The boy band?
No.
No judgment there, you know?
Definitely not. I like SZA a lot right now. At the
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah. Contestant number 5, what was your dream job growing up?
I've always been in love with animals, so I wanted to be a veterinarian, but then my first grade teacher kind of crushed that for me. She told me that I wouldn't be able to do 8 years of school, and so it kind of crushed my dreams, and so I just never thought about it again, but then I found other interests.
Dang, that's kind of sad.
Yeah,
but at
it
the same
is,
time,
but
I mean,
you know.
That's cool that you found other interests.
What's your zodiac sign, and do you believe the stereotypes surrounding it?
You want to guess?
Sure.
Let's do it.
All right, we're gonna do 3 chances. Okay.
Why are there only 21 likes so far? I don't know, man. Now it's up to 23. I want more likes on this fucking video. We could probably push it up to like 40. We could probably get 40 likes on the video. Half of the concurrent viewers right now. We could probably push it up to 40 quick, fast. Yeah, get a couple more in there. Get a couple of juicers on that one. I mean, the juicer did just win a big debate. Zodiac sign, get that ass banned. I'm with you, man. Get her out of here.
Okay.
Wait.
But I want to hear what she has to say. I've heard a couple of people bring up zodiac signs, and it kind of like gotcha. Don't really actually believe in it way.
Why do you need 3?
Well, I don't know. I want to challenge myself.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Run it.
So my first guess is gonna be a Capricorn,
Yeah, no.
an Aquarius,
No, not a good look. I'm just kidding.
a Taurus.
I am actually an Aries. Oh, that makes so much sense, yeah?
No.
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Gemini. Geminis are toxic is what I heard.
No.
That's all I heard.
I am. I'm a different Gemini. I'm a great Gemini.
Period.
Okay. Can I ask a follow-up question to that?
Of course.
Rocks and crystals, do you like that stuff?
I mean, I've read books on it, but I don't like glorify it.
But wait, do you have a favorite rock? I want to know.
What do you mean, like rocks?
Yeah, like aren't there like types of rocks that you like?
I kind of do like the white rocks by the train that
Those things are pretty cool. Those things are just cool looking rocks.
I use it as chalk.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that one.
Thanks.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Contestant number 6. What was one of your biggest insecurities growing up, and how have you overcome them now?
Honestly, I really didn't like the way my teeth looked, but then I got braces and that solved most of it, and now I care for them very well.
Shoot, okay.
Yeah. So if we were to go on a honeymoon, what country would you take me to?
Shoot, that's a good question. I would say Bora Bora. I like vacations on like resort islands.
Okay.
Because I've been eyeing that one since I was young. Where would you want to go?
Somewhere would be a complete culture shock, like maybe Morocco or Thailand.
I've been to Morocco. Morocco's beautiful. First person I would eliminate here would be contestant number 1, because as much as like I'm also—
Is that all white women out? I think there was one white woman.
For you achieving your dreams and goals. Personally, I don't know if I would want to date someone who's an
Statistically speaking, Asian women, is there only one? There's only one Asian woman will win.
actress.
Wait, what did he just say?
Someone who's an actor, actress.
Ooh, no actors, based.
Oh my gosh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What do you think? Glow up, glow down?
Big glow. No brainer.
How could you say glow down? Because that would imply you're hotter when you were. Oh god, dude. No, I think you got ugly. Yeah, you were definitely hotter when you were 12, bro.
Like everyone's gonna be a
Yeah, everyone's hot back there.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
That helps
It was a win either way.
Jesus
Nice
Christ!
Oh my gosh. Okay. I will pick contestant number 5. It was the rocks for me. And the signs. Hey, you guys do you, but I personally am not a big person on that, so. Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
Good. You still in, so you're—
Bro, what? Does she sit inside all day? Or is this just like... She looks like dark skin in this photo, and here she looks brown skin.
Your sign is, what was it again?
Gemini.
Gemini.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I'm assuming you still are toxic.
No, I'm not, I swear. Okay, bye.
Contestant number
She voted
2.
for Biden.
What was your biggest inspiration growing up?
Yo, bro, I sit inside all day. I'm like naturally brown skin. I'm not this light. I'm very light skin right now, but I'm naturally pretty brown skin.
Or who?
I think my biggest inspiration definitely had to be my mom. My father died when I was younger, like very young, like 9. So just watching the way that she handled the situation and was able to raise my sister and I by herself without really showing weakness was a true inspiration. And it just kind of made me want to give her the world even more and just kind of mimic her strength and how she was just able to maneuver through the world with that. Are you a big family person? Are you super family oriented?
Super.
I don't care.
Family oriented. So like what you said to me is just music to my ears, honestly. Big respect to your mom. My parents
Cypher?
I call every day.
Oh, you changed your photo. Why?
Might be like borderline too much, but like I really like staying connected with my family, especially because they're like halfway across the states. So
I'm literally the one that calls everyone multiple times a day.
Multiple times a day? Nah, that's too much. That sounds exhausting. Get her out of here.
If you don't say I love you when we get off the phone, I will be calling back to make sure you say that because you really never know the last time that
This
you're
chick sounds like a headache, not me.
gonna talk to someone.
Yeah, I really like that. Contestant number 3, what is your biggest red flag?
I actually could relate to you in your past like dating. I actually could relate to you in your past like.
I wasn't the only one, right? Yeah, I was gonna say, I was not, there's no way I could have been the only one that heard that. Thank God, Gabriel in chat. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. It sounded like it to me. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
I actually could relate to you in your past like dating. Dating history actually was recently. She could relate to you in your past like dating history actually was recently cheated on.
No, it sounds like she's saying the N-word, dude. I don't know if you ain't got it, you ain't got it, bro. I heard it. On God, I heard it. One more time.
To you in your past like dating.
You didn't hear that, right? You didn't hear that?
History actually was recently.
One more
she
time.
could relate to you in your past like dating history actually was recently cheated on. So red flag for me is really when they're not honest. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You said that you recently like experienced being cheated on. How did
I know what she said and she said it in a weird, in a like fast, low way, but it's straight. It just sounds like the N-word. That's all. It's just coming in here. That's all I'm hearing.
you cope with that?
The best way that...
Yeah, that's what it sounds. It sounds like the train wreck sneezing. Hold up. Sounds like this.
I don't even like, dude, like I just sneezed. That's just a fuck. That was a bad idea. The point is, I just sneezed. Oh Jesus Christ! It was actually a sneeze. It was just a sneeze, man. It was just a sneeze. Like I don't know how you guys even like get
coped my depression, because I was severely depressed at that time.
Mm-hmm.
I took solo trips to Italy.
You had an eat, pray, love moment.
Yeah, literally. I journaled a lot because I think it's really important to be in tune with your thoughts. And if you write it down, it kind of allows you to reflect a lot more.
I know it's a huge stigma, especially for men, when it comes to approaching like, oh, I need help, I'm not doing well. What do you think about that?
I love that question.
Remember
I
his
think it's really
rapping?
important to get help. Based off of like our immigrant parents, it's not accepted or really viewed as like a real issue for like mental health specifically.
Yeah, like you're
But-
just being dramatic.
It's game over. The two Asian, this chick and him, it's like, it's done. Nobody else is competing.
Exactly, yeah. Going to therapy is also essential to coping, and that's honestly something that I did in the past as well, and it actually did help.
We love a self-aware king.
Come on, you know me.
Nobody knows you. That was kind of a cringe thing.
Contestant number 3, how has your style changed in the ways that you dressed in the past compared to now, and what made that change?
My style back then was really following other people's style and just seeing what my friends were wearing. I would literally sometimes go out and get the same exact shirt as someone else. And so I think that was just me being insecure and wanting to fit in with the mainstream style. When I got to college, I made a commitment to myself to fill my closet with clothes that made me feel good. And if I see something and I like it and it fits me well and it complements my body, I'm gonna get it regardless of what other people say.
Wow, I like that a lot. This is literally the worst. Oh my gosh. I would say contestant number 6 because I'm not a big fan. I know you said that when you think of a honeymoon, you want to travel and go to somewhere that's super culture shocky. But I personally want to just relax the whole trip. Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I like your style.
Thank you, I like yours too.
Thanks.
This is cool.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. Second contestant I'll eliminate will be contestant number... Sorry.
Gonna be 2.
Actually, I don't know.
Gonna be 2.
Second contestant I'll eliminate would be contestant number 3. It's honestly nothing against you.
Yo!
I love the mental health talk
what
that we
the
had.
fuck,
It's
bro?
really important that we had that conversation.
No way.
But I think that ultimately, the things that I have in similarity with contestant number 2 is why I eliminate.
What? Bro, you're joking. He bucks the stats and I felt like they had a better connection. Not only were the stats in line, but also the connection was there, bro. What the fuck? Yo, this guy got way more interesting in all of about 3 seconds.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Are you a hugger? Oh, you're a hugger.
Yeah,
Nice
I
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm 22. I'm a neuroscience major last year, so hopefully.
You're very smart. Oh my gosh. Neuroscience.
C's get degrees. C's get degrees.
Is her face yellow and her fucking legs tan? Is she wearing leggings or something?
C's get degrees.
Or is this the lighting? I feel like she didn't do her makeup all the way down.
C's get degrees.
It's makeup, dog.
Neuroscience.
C's get degrees.
Bruh, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Literally, look at her face versus her thighs. Rebrand incoming? I don't, dude. I'll take whatever smoke I got to, bro. It's everybody know. If you can't see what I'm talking about, then you're blind.
Hopefully.
If you can't see what I'm talking about from this,
You're very smart. Oh my gosh. Neuroscience.
to fucking.
C's get degrees.
Sorry, from this to this, yeah, bro, you're joking yourself. You just asked if an Asian person's face. I don't fucking care, bro. You know what? Cancel me. Literally, cancel me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I do not care. If you don't see what I'm talking about, fuck you. Fuck you.
C's get degrees.
Might be leggings, dude. No, even with the shot of her upper body, it's it doesn't look like her makeup is graded well.
The reason I picked contestant number 2, I think it was the fact that she had her morals. I think it was really important that, to me personally, that she said that she's really family oriented. That's also something that I hold really closely to myself.
I think it's the lighting, but then the lighting wouldn't apply to what, her legs?
As well. The similarities are there, and I think in the sense that it makes the most sense for me, but yeah.
Aren't they all supposed to be attractive? I don't think they're just gonna be one that's ugly.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. Arshana.
Arshana. I'm
Yeah.
Nick.
Nick.
Nice to meet you. Cool.
I'm honestly shocked.
Why? Why are you shocked?
I don't know. I'm just like.
I think the similarities was like the biggest thing for me, so I really like that. And your answers were really resonated with me, so.
Yeah, and I loved your answers too.
Cool,
Like, it was a match.
Yeah, definitely a match.
I was honestly shocked. There are so many beautiful and great ladies, so it's kind of cool.
Listen. All right, I'm going to speak because it's going to be weird if I don't. Hey, chick. I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't think she's unattractive, but I think it's the way of heterosexual relationships. I think most people are not going to find her to be very attractive. It's just a weight thing, but unlucky, I guess. Hold up. Okay. Not that bad. I thought the comments were going to be bad. All right, we're vibing.
To know that, but I was really shocked, honestly. I was back there like, wow.
Do you feel like there's potentially a date in the future? Are you open to dating?
I am open to the idea. I feel like we did have a lot of similar qualities and morals and things like that, so I would definitely be open to that.
I think there was a lot of similarities with Ashana and me, so I think that would be definitely in the books for sure.
This is the fun part.
Nope, I hate it. No, can we like...
All right, moving on. Cry.
Did you ever cheat?
It's probably time to drink.
Staggerflizer. This one is lost. Bishop Hajat.
Who are you two, and how do you know each other?
Oh, this is one of the people we saw from the Jubilee video.
Matthew.
I'm Kay. My name is Erica.
My name is Delvin.
We're high school sweethearts.
We dated for 3 years, and then now we're just friends.
Are you friends?
Yes.
Do you occasionally hook up?
Sometimes people are friends with benefits, other times people are just friends with complications. I think that's what these two are. Friends with complications. I'm gonna start saying that.
That's
Are you guys friends with benefits? I got friends with
complications. That's good. That's good.
Hey,
that's good.
I think a lot of you need to change your Facebook status to friends with complications right now. You know what a friends with complications is? It's when two people are fucking, but the whole emotional state of everything is confused.
Oh, yeah.
Because friends with benefits to know this idea that you guys are friends, but y'all just fuck on the side like it's chill. Most of the time, it's not that.
It's not that.
And there's always a bit of complication. You know, some feelings slithering in, talking about, we were supposed to be just fucking. Turns out you fucking my feelings. How you doing? Yeah. What? You thought you was putting your dick inside me. Well, I was putting some love inside you. How you doing, girlfriend? And so that's where the complications come in. Turns out it's not just physical. It get a little bit deeper. And I ain't talking about the dick.
Who broke up with who and why?
She looked like... Yeah, imagine if Where's Waldo went to an LGBTQ march and you had to find him. That's funny. If she not Waldo, she one of the decoys. You know,
yes.
You know the other ones wearing the same outfit, just staring at the fucking...
You know when you say some shit perfectly dosed? Yeah. There's that right amount of... That was that.
You broke up with me because you saw me as a brother.
I actually avoided him for a month before actually breaking up with him. I'm still so sorry about that.
And I am still so forgiven.
He broke up with me because I sent him a picture with my friend's brother
with his arm around me or something, which was completely harmless.
I felt like she intentionally sent it to set me off.
Friends with complications, you were, like, once again, you're a wizard, Abba.
Hey, listen. It's not that I'm a wizard. You know what it is?
You feel vibe with some shit, whatever.
No, you know what it is?
What is it?
Is that most friends with benefits are friends with complications. I didn't predict anything. I just played the odds.
I'm mad at it.
Someone says they're friends with benefits. I'm like, there's some nonsense going on here. One of you motherfuckers are lying to yourself.
You roll the dice's
exactly.
Snake eyes.
You broke up with me? Why? Well, you were dating someone else.
Oh, so was there cheating that happened?
Yes. Yes. No, you can't even deny that there was cheating.
My man's is really excited to tell this story.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You saw the way he set that up? Oh, why did you break up with me? Oh, well, it was because you were dating someone else while you were dating me. Yeah. Do you remember that time where I caught you fucking another person? And that's why she was not in a relationship with me anymore, and that's why she broke up. Yeah, my man's is excited to tell this story because he can always hold that shit over her head.
Man's.
Look at her just smiling. She do not give no fucks.
You know how
Jesus
I found
Christ.
out about this too? I'm with a friend and she goes, you don't deserve people who make out with random people in bathrooms. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then you broke up with me over text the next day.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, the pettiness is,
Yeah, that was fun. That was a great time.
Yeah.
I love high school. Oh yeah, remember that time when you cheated on me with everybody on the football team, basically going rounds,
They're
taking
friends
footballs
now?
to the face, and then when there were no more footballs, you were taking little balls to the face. Yeah, and then I had to hear about it from the girls in the bathroom as they wrote it on the wall, and everyone got to read it before me. They said, "You need to read this right now." Yeah, and then you broke up with me the next day. Yeah,
Fun
high
times.
school,
Fun
amazing.
times.
I miss it.
If we were to date now, do you think we would work out?
No.
I think we would. We've like grown up together and we really like know each other. So I think we would do a lot better.
I agree with that.
It would be good. It would be good.
We are the least compatible out of everyone I've dated. Like
Really?
the least
That's just what your horoscope says, bro.
No,
You
what
know
do you
that-
mean?
You know, we obviously get along really well and we know each other.
We live together and we argue.
We do argue.
A lot.
Why do you live together? Bro, what? Why do you live together with someone that's insane?
Is it weird living with each other?
No.
Not at all.
Whoa.
Y'all are not even friends with complication. Y'all are just complications. Y'all live together?
Your complications.
Hey man, I done heard of some weird shit.
This?
But a woman cheating on me and then later on becoming my friend and she out there taking other dicks.
And then that's on a new level. That's on a new level. God damn.
I like having someone there.
Yeah.
Like we have a romantic friendship connection where
Woo! Take your shit and go. Oh wait, it says spool, huh? It's the sun, huh?
This is a sickness.
Ah, you smelled that shit, right?
They go out on dates while she is taking another man's semen. He has brought the napkin and cleaned her up. She said, now that you have had dinner, let us go out for dessert. My friends, I like chickens, but I do not enjoy listening to cucks. Yes, I'm a fire. This one is lost.
we're okay being like doing those
This
romantic
one
things,
is
going out on dates, holding hands, cuddling, but there's nothing sexual there at all. Like we sometimes kiss when we're drunk, but it feels like I'm kissing a family member.
Bro, just literally move the fuck. I don't know. Is this negging? What is this? Just move the fuck. It sounds like this person fucking hates this. What's going on?
My friends, we have made a grave mistake. Let us all gather together. We have to right now call on the
We
spirits.
shall overcome.
No. We need something stronger.
Oh, okay.
We are going to go back to our roots. We have heard of voodoo. We are going to call on the mud spirits. Staggerflies. This one is lost. Bishop, Hajat. Look at this one.
That's fucked up.
They are kissing. They are holding hands.
And then this one finished with what sentence? It feels like a family member.
You have chosen to have a child, not named self-respect.
Oh, that's fucked up.
No. The idea of dignity has left your abode.
It never was there. I don't
Your
think-
idea of self-esteem has come into existence and then been evaporated like Thanos.
It committed suicide.
This is disgusting. This, we don't want it in Uganda. Keep it away. This is why the West, they're going to lose.
What immature things did I do when we dated?
Refused to tell your parents for like 7 of the 8 months.
Yeah. I was under the impression that I wasn't allowed to date anyone.
This one, is she the sailor or the fish? I can't tell. They call this one the fatty tuna. It is quite tasty. You ever had this one? I tried it raw.
What?
Did you ever cheat?
It's probably time to drink.
This one asked the question knowing the answer. He knew the answer.
Ain't this the same girl that was taking a picture with her friend's brother and put it in? And then he asked if you ever cheated. She got it.
That's the one.
Yeah, man.
Hey, listen. I ain't got nothing against the son, but girl, you shady.
There's people who thought that you were with them when you were with me.
Do you think we've improved in the bedroom since we've dated? Yes.
Yes, of course.
When I had my first it wasn't you.
Then who was it?
It was Daryl.
Oh, he must have used his mouth.
Yep.
Yeah, I was bad at that back then.
Yep.
What negative things did your friends say about me when we dated?
They would say, like, you're a cheater, you don't treat me right, but mostly that you're just selfish.
Do you remember what I look like naked?
I never found out.
You never did. This is something that you don't know about me, but I was sexually assaulted by a stranger when I was a really little kid.
What happened? Why are we bringing this up? What's going on?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now's the time you decided it was the moment to say that shit?
I'm so sorry.
Nice.
I didn't mean to laugh. First off, him saying that kind of felt like it came out of nowhere, but maybe there's a reason what. But her replying, awful. That sounds terrible. It's so crazy. It's like if a girl told me she was great, I wouldn't be like, that sounds so terrible. Like, how do you count? Awful. Getting dildos? That's such a terrible expression.
Hold on. Again, to summarize, you can no longer say the follow say follow me on or promote Facebook, Instagram, Mastodon, Truth Social, Tribal, Post, or Tribble, Post, or Noster. Also, Linktree and other link aggregators are prohibited, and attempts to cloak/hide or otherwise get around this is also bannable. On Twitter? Bruh, this is insane. I mean, it's smart. It's a smart move to do on Twitter. But that is insane to me. That is absolutely crazy. But I guess.
Coming out of that moment, like, I was really little, and the main thing that popped in my head was just like, I should be more careful, which has led to a lot of just anxiety over not being fully clothed at all times.
Could you say find me on? I don't think you can.
Do you think I've gotten better or worse looking since high school? I already know the answer, bro. I definitely peaked in high school. It's all downhill from here.
I like you like in your grown man era. Like I like you a little thicker, I like your beard. You had such a baby face.
You two are single?
Yeah.
The way you look at each other. Are there still feelings here?
Better not be.
I'll always love him.
Well, yeah.
I'll always love him.
And she's always pretty. She's been pretty ever since, so.
Have you ever considered getting back together?
I mean, if we're not with someone in 10 years or whatever, then we'll probably just get married.
But nothing like...
Jesus, that's some degeneracy.
We would have girlfriends on the side, and
The last time we seriously thought about it is when I had broken up with my baby's dad, which was 3 years ago now, but he wasn't ready.
Definitely was not.
What did our relationship teach you?
It definitely just taught me, like, if you need something, say it.
Yeah.
Because as much as I like to like tease you about the fact that you never kissed me, that was something I very much wanted that I never told you.
You helped me to realize like my value, my worth. You're always telling me how much I've grown, how proud you are of me. You always point out the positive things about me.
It's taught me a lot about what I want, what I don't want in myself, how to go into my next relationship and not put my insecurities and trauma or whatever that is on other people. I do feel bad about some of the things, so yeah.
Don't care, boring. Don't care, boring.
Aiden Ross is in Dubai right now with Tate. They've been hanging out. No, I don't know. In all reality, all he does the whole time is make fun of Aiden. I don't know why Aiden sits there and just
I think
does shows.
I think they're
shit to him the whole time. But no, let me say this, bro. I told Aiden before he went out there. I said, "Yo, you tell Tate.
That I want to f you."
No, you tell that fucking Tate, bro. You tell him that I think that I think our approach was a little. Our approach was a little bit too harsh, bro.
Shut the f up. I'm not back.
So for those who don't know, Logan Paul over the past I would say like a good portion of the year actually has been very harsh and critical on Andrew Tate. His takeaway is obviously throwing out the words, the racism, the misogynist, you know, et cetera, et cetera. The crazy part about it though is that as you're about to see, Logan Paul continues to like double and triple down on it, even though his two co-hosts kind of switch, and it gets a bit interesting, especially when different thought processes are in the same room. So let's see what happens.
Life really worked out because now you're in a situation where, and we're going to dive into Andrew Tate, I don't feel like platforming this guy. I don't feel like giving him the blessing of being my dance partner in the ring, especially after the social media platforms have made it very clear how they feel about this guy, right? And I would even put a little call out here to like fellow creators and even JJ, like, you want to re-platform this guy? Anyone? You want to have him on your shows? You want to give him another opportunity to speak and spread his agenda? Because whether you believe it or not, this
Cypher, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. I don't even know who the fuck is left who doesn't have a membership. But thank you for gifting 5, hitting Franco, Alice, Goonstars, Stuffin' Things, and Crumbling Cookie. Thank you for gifting another 5. Jesus Christ, I wish it tracked how many gifted memberships you have. I feel like it's a lot.
shit that Andrew Tate is saying will have a ripple effect, much more dangerous than you can imagine, because his narrative is truly hateful. His rhetoric has extreme negative energy in it, and it will affect impressionable young people in a way that will not show until years from now. And it is dangerous. Not for shit. That guy's a pussy.
Nah.
That guy's a
No,
fucking
you
bitch.
guys are both wrong.
That guy's such a bitch, and he's just like
I'm on the Tate tit. I'm on the Tate tit, and I go.
Again,
give me some more nourishment.
You are, bro. You hate women, you hate gays,
that's not
and you're
true.
racist.
No.
Of course you like Andrew Tate, you
No.
fucking scumbag.
I'm sorry, that none of that even sounds like Logan. Just FYI. That doesn't even sound like it sounds like something that he's like trying to like process, but he's overthinking it, so it sounds phony damn near.
Yep, hopping in Chud's call. Chud doing a call thing. What is he doing?
And he's going, and like, just so y'all know, like, he's like routinely just hamming into it. Even calling his friends like, oh, you agree with them? Oh, you must hate women. Oh yeah, you're a racist. Oh yeah, like, it's like, bro, like, what are you talking about right now?
So there's two things going on right here. One, Logan Paul obviously is trying to set up a fight here. I don't give a fuck which way you split
think it is?
Yeah, I think the reason why he's being this fucking fierce against Andrew Tate, one, he might actually believe it, but two, 100% it will help sell a fight. And between him and Andrew Tate, if they did fight, the fucking money they would make would be astronomical. Andrew Tate could probably buy 20 Bugattis with that money, right? So that's the first thing I think is happening. Second thing is, I think it's interesting how people decide to interpret information. I think that some of the shit Andrew Tate says is misinterpreted in the minds of young people because they can't tell and decipher when he's joking and being playful and when he's being serious. Because a lot of what he says has to do with self-responsibility and ambition. And if you follow those things, you would probably become a better person and a better worker. You probably have better results in your career, and you probably are gonna be in better shape. You probably just take better care of yourself.
For sure.
But then if you take all the playful stuff he says.
Was Chud having a call with all of those people right now?
You.
I'm good, thanks. Of course, the man of the hour, Counterpoints. Hello.
What's up, buddy? How are you?
I'm good. How you doing, mate? What's been going on?
Oh, you know, just showing up for my hourly dick flattening. You know. Good.
Well, look,
I'll
mate.
go easy on you.
Okay, look.
Thank you, Spider-Aid.
There was no.
I don't know what they're even
pressure
talking
here
about.
applied here. I'm just bringing in people to have a conversation. Okay.
Listen, can I just say, if the takeaway is that I didn't argue my points well, I got triggered and I was rude, but some people were rude to me as well, and my triggeredness is explainable, if not correct. That's a perfectly fine takeaway that I'm happy to live with.
Okay. I mean yeah, I think that probably is. I don't know how much of my stuff you've watched here, but that's basically what I said. I think. Because it seems
somebody said I can't watch my own cringe, so that's
Okay.
part of the problem.
It seems like you having been a copper is something that's quite important to you, right? That's my understanding.
Twitter files. I'll probably watch the YouTube video of that.
Seriously, you're kind of missing the point. Like, he says those things to get a reaction. He says those things because it'll get clicks, and a lot of that stuff has to do with
You guys should like this stream too.
women, because if
I'll probably go into watching that same video that he was watching right after this. We're gonna restart where we were before and finish it up.
If you're being honest, if
True,
you just sit
thank you
there
for
and
becoming a
fucking tell
member.
niggas how to invest their money in an index fund, they're not gonna click on your TikTok.
But Logan Paul knows that though. That's the problem that I have with all of it. Is that Logan, he's not a 43-year-old. Like, he understands how things operate. Like, he knows how the internet works. So for him to just like be disingenuous about what's going on, how he's never like, as if like he's never seen a troll before, or he's never seen somebody make hyperbolic statements on the internet to get a reaction. You can agree or disagree if any of that is like okay and fair, but to act as if like what he is saying he means in the most literal sense is crazy.
If a girl follows me and she's hot and I see a single picture of her in a private jet, it's block. Women can't afford jets. Women are all brokies. Why are you flying around on some man's jet? You should have been a virgin when I met you. Haram.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god, what is this?
All brokies. Why are you flying around on some man's jet? You should have been a virgin when I met you. Haram.
Nobody should take that serious.
But some people do, and those are the people that I feel like get fucked. To the people that obviously look at this and they're like, this nigga's just trying to be funny for the sake of, and who knows, he might believe the foundation of what he's saying, but the presentation and the way he packages it is flamboyant so that people want to click or people want to tune in. I follow him on Twitter and I hear him say the dumbest things on a daily basis. But when you look past all the playful shit and you focus on the things that actually can change your life, I think there's plenty of positive impact there. But Logan doesn't see it as that because he's trying to set up a fucking fight. I'm telling you, bro, he's trying to set it up.
He does, so that's the reason why it's like, so it's annoying because it acts as if like you don't understand how the internet works, and especially when it comes to this, is mad annoying, especially when you're like virtue signaling to some subsection, and it's almost like this is evil versus good, bad versus, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're going this back and forth, and you're like, I'm gonna stand on this side of the fence, and it's like, shut up, bro. You know how the internet works.
He thinks they should have their body count strapped to their forehead. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, okay, then men should have the size of their cock strapped to their forehead. You know what I say? Like, how many men are going to lose opportunities because like these out of the
Also, okay. Yes.
world analogies that are amusing, but fucking.
You're right. This is an act.
I'm telling
you. This is an act. I can't. Me looking at this. It's an act. It's an act.
He's trying to sell a fight. He went from how could you even JJ? How could you platform him to? Hold on now. I might platform this nigga for 50 million.
Logan Paul has just exposed himself as being an industry tool.
I'll be honest with you, bro. Jesus Christ fucks. Oh, God. Genuinely, I know people that hate me, that treat me better about my faith than you, and you're my best friend. So, like, one that really hurt me is you told me I need a therapist because I believe in Jesus. I just am definitely questioning why we have to perpetuate a belief that is fucking... I say...
So not only is this individual willing to sell himself...
Hey, Logan is...
Wait, what?
Man, he's having a lot of hot takes recently, man. He's having a lot of hot takes, man.
To be fair, His co-host does bring it up a lot.
No, he does, and I also don't think he's a good representation of
probably not
a solid, stable Christian man.
Yeah.
To be fair, but to also I think to just call Christianity silly is pretty crazy. Because I mean, if you did that to Jewish people, it would be all anti-Semitic, all a whole bunch of other stuff. But you just comfortably saying Christianity is silly, man. Jesus, he F words.
Wait, no, I don't think people would call you. I could say Judaism is silly. I don't think anybody would say that I'm anti-Semitic because I said that.
That's like, what are we doing right now?
That's fucking blasphemous.
Just blasphemous. Just blasphemous.
You guys genuinely hate him. I fuck with a lot of the shit he says. Not obviously, do. You're a racist, a homophobic Christian. Obviously, you do. Shut up. Stop.
So a lot of basically what it was gathering is that a lot of people just feel like, I know what you said earlier in the video is that you feel like all of this is just a build up for a fight.
And it's like
it's
like Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia fighting. But it's just the fight niggas like to talk about, but I gotta see it actually lot like this before I believe it.
But other people believe that Logan is bought into this idea of just being on the other side of the fence for the sake of being on the other side of the fence because he knows for a fact there's a massive financial.
It could be
gain.
both.
It could be both. Yeah.
I just think the fight has a big part to do with this.
So you think a lot of this has to just do with?
Okay, I don't care anymore. All right, back to the debate thing.
Have fucking high tempo ops? Yes, they do. Shut the fuck up. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Wait,
and then
let me just ask you, for knowing what you talk
about,
about, have you ever been in these institutions? Have you been to Quantico? Like, have you been to Fort Meade? Have you worked with these people? Okay.
Yes!
And you're telling me that was your experience? Was that it was all like these fucking people that want to move and shake the world and not just like
special forces operators, like all of these people are like.
Yeah, that's what I said. Anyway, so fucking Supreme, you're talking about how everybody's just a fucking DMV employee and we can just take fucking Walmart employees and interchange them with, basically the entire institutions of America. They're all just bored. They're totally uninterested in their jobs. Killing terrorists.
Not bored or
and
uninterested.
Intel
They're just happy to be working.
Yeah. Bro, and a lot of these people,
they're just paying a check. You're just 9 to 5. They have no political
A lot of these people aren't like.
No, as a matter of fact, there was this law that was passed 50 fucking years ago that says that you can't have political opinions. So I guess we can't have
the average
really
Intel person, the average Intel person is also not killing terrorists. Like a lot of the intel that you get is this is
how much is left in this? Like 40 minutes.
There's not a guy who like starts off like today. Your mission is to find out this operative. You're gonna research his entire family. You're gonna figure out exactly where he's going. Then you're gonna push the cords into the drone. Then you're gonna verify that he's killed. Like, bro, this shit is like super compartmentalized.
Like, I worked in the that's 40 people's job, not one person's job, and I'm friends with 6 of them.
And Connor, for the record, I do think a Walmart employee could be a TSA agent and in the same lifetime. I'm just gonna call
base,
and
true.
say that.
All right. Anyways, so fucking. All right,
it's funny because we have this joke like, instead of like I'd tell you but I'd have to kill you, is like I'd tell you but I'd bore you to death. That's like
it wouldn't bore me to
that's what
death
the job
because this is my autistic fascination. So anyways, isn't your personal history the fact that like you were just bored one day and decided to take on one of the most difficult linguistics challenges in the world in order to learn a different language as an adult and then become a security contractor translating shit? Isn't that your personal backstory?
Not that I was bored one day. I was in Detroit in 2008 and I was fucking like on the brink of homelessness and needed work, so I joined the military and I happened to qualify. I walked into a recruiting office and said I want to learn Chinese, and they were like, "Yeah, we have a program for that," and I was fortunate enough to qualify for it.
A homeless genius learns Chinese and becomes a fucking translator in the space of a decade.
Wait, are you going to tell me conspiracy theories about my own life now?
Oh my god,
he's interchangeable with a Walmart employee.
I just want to verify this. You actually think like an average FBI CIA agent is like an elite fucking like special forces Navy SEAL fucking operative?
No, he's a fucking accountant with a 4-year degree, but he's probably interested in geopolitics. Again, this is like water is wet shit.
I didn't have a degree. I failed out of college.
Yeah,
what's your IQ, dumb fuck?
No, I think you have this.
What's your IQ? What's your IQ, dumb fuck?
The average Intel worker is being literally like Matt. Like you go to work and all of your coworkers are Matt Damon. Like
I didn't know Wicked Supreme could speak Chinese. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's a pretty cool guy. That's why I'm friends with him. Because literally he's useful when I learn how to speak Chinese.
No, I feel like you're strawmanning the fuck out of me because basically I'm saying that these people are above average intelligence and you're saying that they're interchangeable with anybody.
Okay, we're above average intelligence. Does that mean that we want...
Answer this fucking question. Answer this fucking question. Do you think the average American can go from the brink of homelessness to learning Chinese?
No, I'm sure.
Okay, as it turns out,
go fuck yourself.
Wait. As it turns out,
line of
first of all,
questioning,
Chinese is the most popular language in the world, so it can't
as
be
it
that hard
turns
to
out, a quarter of the Earth's population speaks Chinese. It's not that extraordinary.
Okay.
The
all right.
one, two.
So
What's this
like,
have to
I
do
just
with?
want to see how stupid this fucking conversation would be from the outside. That you're telling me that as an adult who doesn't have any economic prospects, you can show up someplace and just learn fucking Chinese. By the way, I'm
It was a long, hard process.
Yeah, no shit,
incredibly
dumb
difficult.
fuck. That's why you're not interchangeable with a DMV fucking
a lot of work.
employee or a fucking Walmart employee.
Yeah, but a lot of the people
Jesus
that also
Christ.
came out of that program with me were not extraordinary geniuses.
I'm glad that we got to this level because one of the things that I talk about on stream all the time is I think that a lot of because this actually makes a lot of sense. A lot of the conspiracy theories that people have relating to government, I think, come from just fundamental misunderstandings of how a lot of these agencies or the people in them work. And this is one of them. The idea that like an average intelligence worker is just like fucking like 145 IQ, benches 3 plates, like this massive, unstoppable, like geopolitically minded, speaks 4 languages. Like the average intelligence worker, and I'm not trying to shit on anybody that works in intelligence.
Green beret, dude. You're talking about 5 different jobs.
The average intelligence worker is probably like doing a bit more than like the average DMV worker. In fact, DMV jobs might be more stressful depending on the city you're in.
I will say that.
Okay. No.
I would say I'm
this
extraordinary.
is
The roles that I
fucking
filled were
embarrassing.
extraordinary, and like my role that I filled like comprised a very small percentage of like the average Intel analyst,
I
whatever.
want to
what
see
have
the
you.
Amazon show about your life.
It's about 300 pounds, right? 3 plates?
This is fucking insane.
Yeah, it's a little over
Jack
300.
Insane cope. That basically, like, you guys.
Your whole world
have
is coming
moved-
apart. Do you mean to tell me these people are just normal humans? I can't believe it. It's insane. No, it can't be.
Okay, no. Your argument, like seriously, I think anybody outside of this conversation would call you both retarded.
I would agree.
Like to pretend
I would have called myself
that the
retarded
average,
like 5 years ago.
Average bureaucratic
Cream just went
person-
off
I
the
would agree.
street to
I
learn
would-
Mandarin and was
institution.
fighting
I would agree.
terrorists.
I would agree. I
Wicked
would
Supreme
agree.
learned Mandarin just
would-
another day at the office.
I would agree
Shut
with
the
you,
fuck
but
took me
I
like 3 years.
There are just
Yeah, no shit.
I don't.
Wait,
What's
it
hard about
took you 2 to 3 years to learn Mandarin after being homeless?
I wasn't homeless. I was on the brink of. I was in a
see.
bad position. I didn't.
I thought you
well,
learned
I
it in
wasn't.
like 3 weeks. You're considerably less cool than I.
I was destined to clean carpets to support my kid. No, I made that. I don't have.
Okay,
a
yeah, and now we have another fucking.
I didn't want to work a blue collar
I'm
job.
just
I wanted to move up in the
I'm
world,
just
and I
like
was
you
not.
guys. Okay, hold on. I gotta fucking be modesty a little bit. I'm just like you guys. I was fucking cleaning carpets. I just single-handedly pioneered an entire debate and politics empire. Anybody can do it.
I don't understand what the lesson
out
is
of-
here.
No, it is
Acting
it's
like
the
both of you
standard
guys are not
misconception.
above average intelligence, and it's pissing me off.
It's the standard,
legitimately pissing me
It's
off.
the standard misconception that people that work in intelligence are like these. They're doing these insane fucking jobs. Like the average person that is like working in intelligence is basically like James Bond or like Matt Damon, or they're working with James Bond or Matt Damon. That's
Destiny,
like what
who are you
most
saying
people
this
think.
for the audience's benefit, or are you saying this for my benefit? Who are you saying this
No,
to?
you're not going to believe anything I say. I understand because I understand your background and like where you're getting these ideas
Do you think
from.
that I think the average
Yes.
person in fucking Supreme's contract shop is Jason Bourne?
Yeah, or close to it. Yes, I think you do. Yeah.
Okay, so can I describe this for you real quick? Basically, what happens is there's tech nerds. They fucking intercept communiques, but they don't know how to translate, and all they know is fucking tech shit. They get
Unless
the
they do,
fucking
baby.
communiques. Shut the fuck up. They get the communiques, they go to fucking translators, like Supreme, who learned Mandarin after being fucking almost homeless for 3 weeks. He translates the shit. If he knows Arabic, Farsi, Pashto, or a language from the Middle East and North Africa, that's probably actionable intelligence, and depending on the fucking target, that will get put into a target packet. The target packet is a compilation of a whole shitload of fucking information that basically comes down
Wait,
to
what does any of this that he's saying have to do with anything?
like demographics, geolocation, political affiliation, family relationships, finances, all the shit that the NSA and the CIA are pulling out of the ether from both human intelligence and signals intelligence. And by the way, you don't have to be Jason Bourne to
This
do
is why you keep
You can
saying
be
that I was a
fucking
translator.
Here's a
you can
statement.
be,
Wait.
shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. You can
You're professing
be a
about shit you don't
fucking
know
pencil.
about.
You can be then correct me when I'm done talking.
Honor,
You can
enough
be
about
a
the DMV.
pencil-neck-
What about the intelligence
No, you can be a
community?
fucking pencil neck fucking dickhead who weighs 145 pounds soaking fucking wet, who can't lift a fucking 20-pound dumbbell and do any of these fucking jobs. But then when you get to the fucking packet to basically the analysts compile all of this information and they see what actually makes sense. Once they make sense of it, they can do crazy shit. Like basically pinpoint people based off of open source social media photographs. And once they pinpoint those fucking people, if they find the general area that they can do it, they can feed those people to fucking drone pilots. And drone pilots are looking for fucking cell and radio signals that correlate with the activity that they're looking for. Once they find that, they can verify whether or not they can find this fucking person.
Everything you
and
just
then they
described,
can kill this person.
everything you just described is done with fucking software, my dude. Not because people are fucking masters at GeoGuessr. Okay, here's the reality. Okay,
So do you think any person in that food chain is average or below average intelligence? If you say yes, I'm disconnected.
No, they're slightly above average, Connor. Here's the reality.
There you go.
If, Connor, if you can get a 4-year degree in any U.S. institution, you can get a job in intelligence. That's the reality.
Okay. All right. So if don't
wait, I don't even understand. What's the point of this disagreement? I don't even remember. Why are they having a disagreement about the intelligence? Well, the how smart people have to be in intelligence. Like, who cares?
describe me the position that everybody fucking benches fucking 300 pounds, because you know who those guys are? They're fucking Green Berets and they're fucking SOCOM. Sure. And if the target is fucking high enough risk, those dudes are above average intelligence and have 4-year fucking degrees.
Do you agree with my?
And they fucking do steroids and lift a bunch of weights, and then they go in and shoot people in the fucking
Anybody
face.
that can get a 4-year degree can get a job in intelligence.
Okay, so I took 4 minutes to explain the fucking position that you assigned to me, which is I think everybody in Intel is fucking Jason Bourne. Okay?
Do you think that
and
anybody
the reason
that can
why
get a,
I'm
that
pissed
can,
off?
anybody can get a
No.
degree?
I'm fucking annoyed with you because you keep assigning retarded positions to me as if I'm a fucking sub 80 IQ fucking person, and it pisses me the fuck off.
So, Connor, question. Based on the two competing theories that we were discussing about Hunter Biden's laptop and that whole thing, have we at least moved you on which one is more probable? Even if
no, they're both your shit is no. Okay, there's a certain amount of information that I can say that like I know for a fact because I have thing that fucking backs up my facts. I am perfectly fine interjecting my opinion. And if people disagree with my opinion, that's fine.
Well,
if they don't like my inferences or my logic, that's fine. Just don't treat me like I'm fucking retarded.
No, sure, and you're entitled to your opinion, and I accept that there's all the possibilities that you laid out. My question is, of the two, do you still think that the opinion you came into this conversation with is the more likely explanation for what happened?
Okay, so you're asking me whether or not everybody in the system is a good faith actor, that they all held up their hands and swore their oaths and looked at their constitutions and their Bibles.
True, we should get more likes on the video. I'm sorry, I constantly am forgetting I'm getting engaged instead of get more likes on the video. It helps boost the algorithm, get more people into the channel. If you like an ad-free viewing experience, if you'd like for this stream to get boosted algorithmically, put a like on the video. It costs you nothing and it helps me a lot. And if you would like something that costs you money, donations and memberships are also very much appreciated if you want to support the stream financially.
On the morning they decided to do what they did, and instead of choosing to try to fuck over an incompetent dipshit who shouldn't be in charge of a fucking McDonald's, let alone the country, they just said, you know what, we're going to play the game straight, and we're just not going to comment on this story because of our personal principles, ethics, and laws. Or, in my hypothetical, basically, these people are self-interested, have alliances and self-interest that makes sense, and it makes sense that they would try to fuck over Trump.
It doesn't make sense. Even if somebody was highly motivated to
I don't care about your opinion. You've literally tried to gaslight me for the past fucking you've tried to gaslight me for the past 20 minutes that you are as intelligent as a fucking McDonald's worker. I don't care about your opinion anymore.
I actually worked at McDonald's as a kid.
Yeah, no shit.
What does this have to do with anything, though? It was never my position.
Because you're pretending
It
you're
was never my
retarded,
position
and
that I
it makes me
wasn't like
sick.
above average intelligence, because an above average intelligence person can still be principled or can still recognize the high consequences when it comes to like breaking federal law. That's why we used to joke about like, oh man, I ain't saying that. I don't want to go to Leavenworth or whatever the fuck, right? You're alleging that like a conspiracy happened that people will get in serious, serious trouble for, saying that they're super smart, but not smart enough to know that they could fucking go to jail for some of this shit. I can think
What
of
could
like
they go to jail for? Tell me what they could go to jail for.
Breaking
based
the
off
Hatch
of the
Act.
actions that I said. Breaking the Hatch Act. How did they break the Hatch Act based off of what I said?
Okay, so you're alleging, okay, this is what makes it conspiracy. A conspiracy is an agreement in private to accomplish something illegal with plausible deniability.
Why is it illegal? We got chat. Hey, hold on. We got chatter over the comms that Russia was planning a major disinfo campaign, and we warned the social media companies. How did I break the law or
it's
interject?
illegal because
No, hold on.
You fucking asked me because it would be a plot to accomplish something that they could not do openly with the intent to accomplish an illegal thing.
But I didn't do any of that. All I did was warn the social media companies.
You're
that there was
talking about
Russian disinfo
plausible
coming down the
deniability.
pipe.
That doesn't make it not illegal.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I guess
You're saying it was just
that's
a
your
really,
opinion,
it was
bro.
a deftly, you're just saying that it was a deftly orchestrated conspiracy. But it would
Deftly
still be illegal.
Yeah, but he's saying that if you got caught by like some officer or something, that you could just like wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and go, oh, well, I didn't actually explicitly say it, so I should be good. Like this would work anywhere. Like that's what he's alleging.
Bro, you don't.
Yeah, because the CI dudes are not acquainted with plausible deniability.
My bad. I looked away, and apparently all of my mods aren't doing their job. That's why you shouldn't pay mods.
Okay, how much do you think comes across? Hold on, shut the fuck up.
Wow, Anthony,
Everybody shut-
thanks.
How much do you think
93
comes
to
across? How much
94.
intel do you think comes across somebody's desk on a fucking weekly basis?
Depends on probably where they
how
work.
much
in
intel?
right?
Like, what is that question?
Okay. Basically, how much information do you think is available to the average fucking person? Do you think that those people could actually have legitimate fucking Russian disinfo that's coming across the fucking wire, but they don't think that it's big, but they're gonna pretend that it's big? Is that fucking hard?
Wait, what? Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
What? What? Why do you think I could wait? Like, first off, I don't even know exactly what you're asking. What is the frequency of juicy material that gets reviewed, like compared to not juicy material? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, pretty much.
No,
And
I
the
can't
answer
fucking
is
ask
there's
that.
always something juicy. That's the answer. There's always something juicy.
Interesting answer. I don't know what to say.
Do
It
you
sounds
not
like a very
agree?
learned, educated answer that there's always something juicy.
Do you not think? Oh, okay. Dude.
Yeah, no, I do not think.
At this point, like, I can't tell if you're pretending to be dumb
Let's
or
just go from
if you're just
96
like
to
if you're just trying to
You're
win the argument. I
pretending to
don't
know
understand.
shit about things that you don't actually know about. That's the
Please,
pretending
matter
that's
of fact,
happening.
No, this is perfect. You know what? I don't need to go to sleep. How about you tell me
I
what I
don't
got
need
wrong?
to go to
Tell me
sleep.
what I got
Okay.
wrong in my fucking chain of events describing intelligence. Please tell me, Mr. Intel expert.
I can tell you. So, for example, I'm one person that contradicted your entire understanding of like the entire chain of operations that can happen in like a reporting shop or an intel, like an analyst shop or
Yes,
something like
tell me.
that. Yeah, so it can be the case that one person fills all those roles that you mentioned. It doesn't have to be like as piecemeal as you're saying. And sometimes it can go back and forth between like 2 or 3 people or whatever. Like it sounds like you had one experience with a reporting shop or like an analyst shop or something like that. And you think that reflects upon like all the operations from like all the major intelligence agencies, which there's like fucking 17 of them.
So what your major issue with
The
me
hell is that
describing
shit?
the way that information comes into the DoD
What is that
in order
banned
for people to get
phrase?
killed is that I described it as being 5 people and sometimes it's 2 or 3. That's your major objection to what I said. Do you
So
ha-
there's
do
an
you have
entire
any other
production chain
objections
process.
that-
There's an
yeah,
entire
do
production
you have
chain
any other
process that you would be
objections that are
acquainted
more
with if you worked with it more than like a handful of times or something like that. And the way you described it sounds like you took a class that explained how it works.
Okay. So enlighten me.
Listen.
Well, actually, wait. Can I take a stab at this? And Wicked, you can tell me if this is close, okay?
Go ahead.
This was my prior understanding, okay? My prior understanding would be that like you're assigned to monitor information coming in about Donald Trump. So all the information that comes across the wire is like if it's flagged Trump, you go over it, you analyze it, you decide if it's important enough to pass off to your commanding officers. And so there's all sorts of insane stuff that might come over your desk because like you're the guy in charge of like that file, right? That was my earlier understanding, okay? But after talking to a lot of people and being with people that have worked in this industry, this is what it's been explained to me. And this might not be accurate, and can correct me, but this is more what it's like, okay? Your assignment might be like one particular area that information comes out from. 85% of it is just like dud bullshit chatter that means nothing. There might be something that's kind of interesting, but you might not even have the context to understand it. So you pass along some stuff that you might think is interesting, depending on what you're signing to, like a CO or somebody above you or whatever, who will decide like later on, like how, if you need to look into anything more or if you get to sign anything else. But largely a lot of the information comes, it's kind of, maybe something is really juicy, but like the chance of you getting something that is verifiable, that is really juicy, that you understand, that's like relevant, like contextual to something else, is like pretty rare. That like most assignments are just like very boring.
Where
very
does the
mundane.
juicy stuff go?
Well, like the juiciest stuff, my understanding is that the quote unquote juicy stuff
decision makers
is no. The juiciest stuff is going to be a lot of disparate intel collected by different people that's put together by other teams or by higher people that are able to put together a more compelling story. But raw intel.
And where does it go?
I don't know. It could go to other intelligence agencies. It could go
decisions.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. It could go to policymakers.
It could go, but maybe not. A lot of it probably dies on the floor.
Within the executive, within the fucking executive organization who would make decisions.
Yes, but those people who are making decisions.
So please.
Okay,
sorry. Go ahead.
Hold your coffee.
So basically, your major objection.
I don't think that's how he would describe it.
Explanation.
I already fucking said it.
I
already said it. You can go back and listen to it again if you're interested.
Okay. So your major your genius fucking gutting.
I already
of my
addressed
opinion is the fact that instead of it being 5 people, it could be 2 people.
No, that's not it. I'm sorry. I already explained it. You can go back and listen to it again if you're interested.
No, I'm not rewinding this shit. Say it again. Otherwise,
Your
I don't think
entire
it's
description of how a production chain works sounds like you took a class or you interface with like 1 or 2 offices that did this or something like that, and that's it.
Okay, so say where it's wrong.
Listen, on some level, I still respect the convention of operational security. Okay, so I don't like to comment too much about like the operations and how they're conducted and the processes and stuff like that. And like how intelligence is performed, and that's why I don't want to comment on like the number of what is like the consequential information versus non-consequential, because you can start to divine things out of those figures, right? Loose lips sink ships. So I don't work for the government anymore, but I still respect, like, you know what I mean. First off, it's more than that. I respect it. Like, I don't want to go to fucking prison, so I don't want to sit here and like dick measure with you all night about, you know, the standard operating procedure of how this organization does this and that or whatever. It's irrelevant. I don't care. Like, it's not relevant at all to your analysis about how the FBI surreptitiously, you know, put forward a plan to nudge the ball or something like that to roll in the direction of Twitter censoring the Hunter
Biden
Biden
Wicked do now?
story, despite the fact that in their internal discussions they literally never fucking mention it and refer to 2016. Your analysis, your narrative contradicts what we have evidence for. And you know what? I can still be convinced of your narrative if you bring me some fucking evidence.
Okay.
What's it going to take you? What is it going to take to convince you of the story that we have all the evidence for and makes perfect sense?
So actually, yeah, go ahead and summarize to me your story.
Okay. 2016 happened. Cambridge Analytica leak. Facebook got a lot of blowback. In the next election cycle,
go ahead and refresh Cambridge Analytica. What was the bullshit of it?
I would have to. I can't give you a detailed analytic breakdown of Cambridge Analytica. I would probably get a bunch of details wrong. It's been a while since I've looked at it.
Summarize it for me. What, it was Russian bullshit? It was the fucking piss documents?
Wasn't it essentially that there was an advertising company that was able to get information that was way too precise about voters, and they were able to use that information to advertise in ways that were like that went way beyond what an advertiser should be able to for Facebook? I think that was like the general gist of it. I'd have to go back and look at the exact details.
What? So they bought intel from a foreign company or
no. It was from Facebook. That's why it was so scandalous, is because the level of granularity
Facebook
that they
was
had,
selling information,
but more specific than it should have been. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I'm tracking so far. So Facebook
was
caught
linked,
shit for selling information,
and this was linked to like Russian like interference campaigns to interfere with our election by buying ad space on Facebook or something like that. Like I said, like I can only describe this in a very general way. I don't want to comment on it too much because I'm afraid of getting the details wrong, and there's a lot of details to get right.
That's fine,
on
dude.
this, right?
Okay. As contentious as this night has been, like part of what's pissing me off is I respect both of your intellects. So when you act stupid, it pisses me off.
This is a high-profile thing that happened, right? And we know that it happened. There's
There's
tons of evidence.
Campaign 4 years ago, social media companies are sketchy.
So social media companies are already on the lookout to prevent this from happening again because they have a capital interest too, right? They have a vested interest in like their stock shares, right? The value of their shares to prevent this from happening because it negatively impacted Facebook.
And
So-
more importantly, there's a huge fear from these companies that if shit like this happens, that Congress is going to get involved and start heavily regulating them. And that might be like a death blow to your fucking company. That's what everybody's so fucking afraid of.
So election season comes around. It can be the case that FBI and DHS
I don't even know what I
say,
would talk
hey,
to them
election
about,
season's coming
Trip.
around. Like, keep an eye
You know what
out
I'm
for
saying?
misinformation.
I don't even know what I would
And this
say.
could be
Okay.
a general thing, and this can refer to thousands of stories that end up getting spread. It could be referring to more ad space that gets bought up by, whatever, like foreign actors that are just trying to have the slightest influences in our election. So they make this claim, right? And then there's the Hunter Biden story, right? That ends up
Show me
being
your
covered
penis,
neatly under
Biden.
like an article of their TOS for hacked materials. They're like, here's private information about a private individual that released without their consent from like a piece of their technology. The story is suppressed for this reason. There's internal debate over whether it should be suppressed because it's also kind of like a pressing topic about like, a prospective presidential candidate's son or whatever the fuck.
Can I put a very minor asterisk under your shit? So the minor asterisk from my perspective is the fact that basically I saw, I'll look for it if I need to, but basically I saw chatter in the fucking Twitter DMs where they're saying this technically doesn't fit the fucking hacked materials, and as a result we're shoehorning it, and people outside of Twitter are giving us shit for it because it technically doesn't fit the TOS. But that's a minor.
That's part of the debate.
That is true.
Okay.
Yeah, that's part of the debate.
I'm listening.
So as a result of this debate, they decided, you know what, even if this does fit under the TOS, like in the most technical sense, we're going to change our operating, we're going to change the TOS to basically allow us to let these stories go forward if they're in like the greater public interest or something like that. And that's it. That's it. Like there's no mention of FBI, DHS warned us about this story or we were heeding the FBI or DHS's general warning. They don't even mention that. They literally just say, we're worried about the lessons of 2016. We're going to, we kind of don't know what to do with this. It kind of falls under this for right now while we figure out what to do. And then they figure out what to do and they change their TOS.
Okay. So I'm okay with what you said. As far as like plausibility or whatever the fuck, I'm okay with it.
You're talking about on Chud Stream Cypher?
Here is the link, just so people don't have to fucking look for it. Can people post links to your YouTube chat or no?
YouTube chat? I don't think so. I'd have to be DGG.
All right. Well, then I'll DM it to you.
Wait, DM it to Wicked Supreme. I'm building a factory right now.
No, DM it to you so you can read it later, cunt. But also DM it to Supreme.
Okay, I'm going to ask you, is there any part of this story that you feel is not supported by evidence?
No, I think that that story makes sense so far. And then the only thing that's going on that I think is like the difference between our perspectives is you're assigning a higher level of like charity to these people than I do.
It's not charity. I'm looking at the evidence. I'm looking at what they're literally saying.
Why are you quibbling with me? Why am I conceding to 95% of what the fuck you said and you're still fucking
Because I'm
quibbling
taking
with me?
contention with the thing that you're saying that I don't think is true.
Oh,
Unless you think I
okay.
just shouldn't do that. I should just kowtow and...
No, okay. So what I think that you guys aren't factoring in your decision making that I am, is that I am aware of through professional and personal fucking contacts that people strongly dislike Trump to the point that they were willing to hide shit from him. They were willing to fuck him over. They were willing to cook the books in the DOD.
But what does this have to do with Twitter?
So if I know that mid-level bureaucrats in the DOD got wink, wink, nudge, nudge direction from fucking higher level DOD in order to cook the fucking books, and everybody was smart enough to do it and keep it a relative secret, why would the FBI be any fucking different?
Okay, because it wouldn't be up to the FBI. We're looking at the Twitter files, which involves the internal discussions of Twitter employees. I told you already, I can entertain the plausibility of your story. It's not hard to believe that it could be true, but beyond entertaining the plausibility, I'm going to need to see some evidence.
Yeah, Connor,
Well,
can you just
evidence.
clarify one thing?
Sure.
Because I think we might be talking past each other just right here at the end. Are you assuming bad intent from Twitter or the
Twitter?
FBI/DHS?
Both.
No, and this is actually part of what's frustrating for me. I feel like everybody is acting within their moral framework. Destiny even brought up their moral framework. Basically, like, part of what Destiny brought up was the fact that, like, couldn't it just be that, Twitter had to balance, like, the, whatever, not just their TOS, but, like, the public interest. Maybe it was just a TOS. Maybe I'm reading shit into there. Balance the TOS versus the public interest, and as a result, they had conflicting morals, and they had to go with what was most practicable. I think that these people have a higher level fucking moral system, and that moral system involves Trump being dangerous for the Republic, and as a result, whatever they can do to get him out of office within reason is suitable, because there's a higher level morality, which is fuck Trump.
Okay, then let me rephrase. Let's take the morality thing. Or do you take issue with the actions of Twitter or government security agencies, or both? Because Supreme is defending Twitter, and it seems like you're criticizing law enforcement, and Destiny just propositioned the idea that you have issue with both, and I'm looking for clarity here.
I'm not defending Twitter. To be clear, I'm defending the idea that Twitter did anything at the FBI or DHS's behest, because we don't have any evidence. And in fact, like, the people releasing the Twitter files that are fed this information through the person who owns the company, who made a big, grandstanding announcement about how he was going to blow the lid off of all the collusion or whatever the fuck. They seem to have searched far and wide in their internal documents.
That's what I'm sorry. That's what I mean when I say defending Twitter. I'm just speaking in shorthand here. So Connor, can you please clarify which of the two parties you take issue with, or is it both of them?
Yeah, so this is actually funny, because I'll try to be brief. If you go back to my fucking tweets, I've been part of the reason why I got fucking pissed tonight is because I've been throwing elbows left and right. I'm throwing elbows right because they're acting like criminal indictments are going to be coming out of this, and I don't know of any crime that was committed. And then I've been throwing elbows left because they're like, oh, this is a nothing story. Well, clearly it's not a fucking nothing story. You could say that my entire perspective is speculative. But my speculation, I'm going to say it again, is like 90% more fucking tame. You could say it's based off of bullshit and inference and all that kind of bullshit, but it's 90% more fucking tame than the rest of conservatism. Conservative fucking narrative is that the FBI and DHS reps specifically went into the Twitter offices, told them to ban and censor conservatives, told them to ban and censor the fucking Hunter Biden story, put their finger on the fucking election in order to get Trump out of office. And as a result, Trump should borderline be reinstated right now. That's some of the fucking crazy shit that's going on Twitter. So, fucking hell. So as far as, like, who am I criticizing? I don't think I'm criticizing, like, I'm criticizing the fact that people are pretending that this isn't fucking happening, that people don't have aligned interest, that the FBI, DHS reps might not be sympathetic to Biden, or the DOD or FBI might not be sympathetic to Biden, or that the marriage between tech and government, while explainable, is still potentially nefarious. And not only is it nefarious, but now we have a right-wing fucking lunatic who's in charge of it, and we still have the same rule set. Part of what was complained about tonight was that now Elon is doing everything they accuse Twitter of. That's a fucking problem. So for me, my problem is fucking progressive
I wonder why Elon did flip the script so quick. He did go from like, yo, we're gonna change this shit, to like kind of going back to a lot of stuff. And he seems to be cracking down on some, I don't know, he just seemed to flip pretty quick. Probably the money was getting a bit tight.
Like there's no fucking, there's nothing here to even talk about, and it's fucking conservatives acting like it's the fucking...
Also, is Twitter now a sole proprietorship, or did he just buy a majority, like, stake? I didn't know how the acquisition went. Did he just buy a majority stake, or is it now, how did it work?
Fucking Holocaust.
So
Connor,
I'm sorry,
can
when I
say
said my...
that when you're saying that, oh, I'm more tame than like 90% of conservatives on this, that's like not saying anything at all, because like 90% of conservatives literally believe that Hillary Clinton eats baby brains like apples. It doesn't fucking mean anything.
Okay, sorry,
So
I
when
forgot
I
I was
say-
in a progressive space, my bad.
When I say both parties, I'm sorry, to clarify, I'm still going back to, is your beef with law enforcement or Twitter? I get that you're having issues with the left and the right
with people
surrounding
pretending that
this.
law enforcement
He
wouldn't
owns
do
it
anything.
completely?
That's my beef.
Okay.
And then also, correct me if I'm wrong.
So there are no shareholders of Twitter at all. He bought it. He bought the full thing outright from everybody.
You could Google this because it's in my memory, and I tried Googling it. I couldn't find the story. Weren't there like 2 mid-level like FBI agents who were indicted for saying that like at all costs we can't let Trump win, and they were fucking leaking information to people?
Stop. Peter Strzok in the
dude, hit it. Tell me what really happened.
So, as part of the Mueller investigation, I don't remember how this happened, but there were text messages leaked where Peter Strzok, who was an FBI agent, was talking to another FBI agent, saying something about how it's so horrible that Trump is doing this. Like they might have said something like we can't let this happen or something like that. But it was basically 2 people off the clock that were complaining about Donald Trump. There was no evidence that he had done anything improper. He gave testimony before Congress repeating more or less what's been said here, that he gets a piece of information, he passes it off to somebody else who looks at it and passes it to somebody else. The idea that one agent or a group could rig something without people knowing it would be impossible. And he was removed from the Mueller investigation just because of any attempted vision of impropriety. Just
the conflict of interest.
Yeah, just
listen, yeah. I would bring up Clinton's fucking server shit, but Trump stealing fucking secret documents and bringing them to Mar-a-Lago blows that out by a factor of 1,000. So
not to mention that Trump's own chief of staff, Mark Meadows, and Ivanka Trump had all sorts of issues, in terms of servers and text messages and things like that, and their cabinet level officials too. So
yeah. So any of my previous criticisms of Democrats for being fucking
the criticisms can both apply. I'm happy to say that it seems like Comey really fucked up the investigation. The OGC seems to agree.
Can I just admit, for the sake of conciliation, by a matter of degree, Republicans basically roasted fucking Clinton for half a decade over this shit, and then Trump basically did the worst thing by fucking a factor of 1,000.
Hard to quantify, but certainly neither I don't think are forgivable.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. So
also,
anyways.
Connor, can I just say that earlier in the conversation, you backed it off to the point that you're acknowledging that it was clearly not just a difference of opinion. You kept restating well, this is just my opinion, you guys. We agree on 85% of everything. When earlier you were saying that anyone who disagreed with you is basically denying that the sky was blue.
Okay, we've circled the drain.
In reference to what fact, though?
Wait, do we need to relitigate this entire? Do we really?
No,
we don't have to relitigate it. But basically, if you were talking about me speculating the motivations of FBI, DHS agents and Twitter shit, that's all speculative. But if you want me to say that I don't know, people who work in Intel are above average intelligence and all that kind of shit, yeah, that's the
and
fucking
that means
sky
they'll
being
break
blue.
the law and risk going to fucking.
No, okay, we don't need to relitigate it. We got
Literally
it. We're there.
Human beings are complex fucking creatures. We're not just individually fucking moral. And we also have overriding moralities. I don't understand how you can be human for 30 fucking years and deny that.
True. Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Happy
Stephen,
birthday, you.
Yeah, think you.
I think he's.
It's already not as.
Who the fuck censored this? Last night on Destiny? Jesus Christ, the amount of shit that you would have to do to censor that would be insane.
Birthday, don't give him special treatment.
No,
it's a normal
he
day
celebrated his 35th birthday.
No, you interrupted my dick sucking. This was supposed to be, hi, Steven, I love you. Happy birthday, you piece of shit. And then it fucking turned into this.
Yeah, I love you too, buddy. It's been fun.
Hey, listen, you're welcome for the free
this is how you wish somebody happy birthday?
August? Is it? No, I mean, it's on LNOD, right? Is this an official Destiny channel?
Birthday?
Yep.
Actually, yes, I'm Irish.
My God.
This is how I wish somebody a happy birthday, yeah.
Shit. Okay.
Yelling at them for 3 hours.
Based.
Oh, it is?
All right, cool. Anything else?
Legend.
Saved rounds?
Be careful, baby.
Sherry, you want to come back in here and make fun of the people that I saw die?
Okay.
If she were to pop in, that would have been hilarious.
No, that's
actually,
good.
as a
We're
matter
good.
of
Yeah, it's another VOD. I know it's a VOD channel, but I didn't know it was run. Is it run
job,
by
everybody.
Steven or August?
Bye.
It's August's channel. They run it for Destiny. Got it.
Wow. How do you feel about that?
Wild. Look, Lex Friedman's still here.
Thanks. True.
I'm just
I feel
happy we
like,
got to talk about the Twitter files.
I feel like this is something I've said a million times before, and I feel it more and more every time these issues
Fuck
pop
all
up.
of you.
Great. It feels like a lot of people's, I don't want to say like conspiracy brain because it sounds dismissive, but like a lot of the conspiracy theories that come from people's minds, I think just come from a fundamental misunderstanding of how a lot of these agencies work, like, and the people in them. Because like, even if he won't say it now, like, I think Connor legitimately did believe that like an average analyst is like not like Jason Bourne, but like close to it. And then like, or they're doing like the really crazy.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty weird.
If you want to look at that, then you would like to look at that.
This isn't an ultrasound.
No, this is a 9-week fetus in a petri dish.
In a petri dish. It's just really ghastly to show a picture of a person who's been killed.
People such as yourself like to share propaganda about this issue. And I am here to try to present a medically accurate representation
Of what a
this
murder
issue,
victim looks
of what this issue is. Thank you. Good to be here. I hope that I can kind of introduce your viewers to a new perspective.
That's, I suspect they have been introduced, but perhaps you will change some people's minds. For the occasion, I'm having a very pink drink of some sort. This is my most feminist quality. You are, Bronte, a third-year medical student. People can find you on TikTok and throughout social media. And you have a website as well where you've got all of your ideas and merchandise.
Yes.
Yes, that would be Kind.
I'm not going to watch all of this shit. I want to see the kind of activist they got for pro-choice. I imagine this woman is very stupid, but I just kind of want to skip a little bit through this.
Is wanted, it is also appropriate to call it a baby when that pregnancy is wanted and desired, and you are trying to create a comforting and accepting environment for that pregnant person. But from a medical standpoint, it is completely appropriate to call it a fetus until you understand where your patient is at in their mentality regarding their pregnancy.
Is that guidance that doctors get? If the mother wants to be pregnant, then you can call it a baby. But if the mother doesn't want to be pregnant, you don't call it a baby.
It depends.
That's amazing that that's the medical guidance.
Yeah, well, it's all about creating
That is pretty weird.
a comfortable and appropriate environment for the patient because we care about the mentality of the patient, and you want the patient to be able to make an informed choice. You want the patient to feel comfortable in your exam room, and calling it a fetus when it is a wanted pregnancy can make them feel detached from that pregnancy, but also calling it a baby when it is an unwanted pregnancy can put, unnecessary pressure and fear onto that pregnant person.
But you don't believe that whether or not the baby is human hinges on whether or not the mother desires the baby or fetus.
It's the question.
You don't think that the desire is the determining factor for the ontology of the embryo.
The embryo is human. That's not within question. It is a human embryo.
So then why wouldn't you use anthropomorphizing language? Why wouldn't you refer to it in human language?
Because language is often emotional, and pregnancy is an emotional state for someone to be in. And as
Bruh, they found some fucking Twitter person, bro. There's no way. There's just no way. Jesus Christ, I got a lot of videos queued up. Holy fuck.
What's going on, everybody? Derek Jackson.
Why the fuck does he look like that?
What? Nah, man, it's just welcome to Abba's field trip.
Well, if you aren't aware who Derek Jackson is, I almost said Team Jackson.
Team Jackson, that's what you're...
Team Jackson, what's happening? Fuck. He's a dating coach who basically spent most of his career shitting on black men and then constantly uplifting black women through that process, basically brown nosing. Afterwards, a lot of men were like, watch out, ladies, he's a scam artist. Turns out, he was cheating on his wife the entire time, cheated with multiple women, came out with a lame-ass apology, but now they're trying to work it out. At least that's what's been the case for the last year. And recently, he announced his divorce after he got caught cheating again.
And that's the thing is that...
Yeah, just so everyone's clear.
Yeah, so everyone's clear.
The timeline is clear.
Yeah.
A couple blogs picked it up and said, hey, Jack, we found out you cheating again. And my mans came on Instagram the next day and said, listen, it's very difficult to announce the fact that me and my wife are separating after...
None of this shit matters and we shouldn't care. It doesn't matter. Until you scold motherfuckers because they're doing the same thing you're doing. When you putting yourself in a position where you're saying you're doing this and you're wrong, you're doing this and you're wrong, you're doing this and you're wrong, you're a scam artist.
Hypocrisy. There you go. That's the shit.
From a man who on the internet, who mirrors what I actually want a man to do. Somebody like.
Why is this so dank? What the fuck, man?
That black woman,
I think all the guys gotta sit back, kick up their legs, let the ladies process all this. You know, ladies, you might be done processing. No, you're not. You're gonna keep processing, because we had to endure him for many years. You're gonna have to process for just as many while we just go. We told you so. So let's enjoy this, okay? We're not done. So yeah, I messaged Derek.
You messaged Derek?
I messaged Derek.
After all these years?
I mean, I got so excited by this news, I had to just let him know how I felt.
Tell your
No, the top.
Oh. you piece of shit. You fucking piece of shit. This you hot ass, petty ass, trash ass mess. You you cold. I'm actually jealous I didn't do it. He wrote, "Black man don't cheat." Get off me. Get off me.
Team Jackson, what's happening? Team Jackson, what's happening? Team Jackson, what's happening?
Team Jackson, what's happening?
That's what I listen. When I'm saying to you that you took a whole ass field trip with that shit, we're seeing that. Look at the trees. Look at the animal. Oh look, that's a baboon. That's you.
Again, heal together without hurting each other. My new book is available now at the link down in the caption. And by the way, I'm gonna speak in third person. How a man treats you is how he feels about you. I just had to co-sign that, bro. Like, that's some of the realest shit I've ever heard. Or if he treats you like you a dummy, that's how he feels about you. But you know, I'm tired of seeing y'all settle for these lames and these scrubs that treat y'all like shit.
And it wild that Jared Jackson was telling on the man that he was himself the entire time. Action Jackson.
To be fair, he might have just been projecting, right? Like saying all these men aren't shit and women are better because he himself wasn't shit and all the women he was dating were better than him. And he was just projecting that onto all guys.
Team Jackson.
Abba.
Could have been.
You
honestly,
can't keep it in his dick. What?
What?
Pants
Hold up.
Jesus.
Can't keep it in his dick. If you
True.
think about it.
He, this whole time, writing books, A Cheating Man's Heart. Do you know how many books this man has?
No.
We've got A
4.
Cheating Man's Heart, Part 1. Cheating Man's Heart, Part 2. A Cheating Man's Heart, Part 3. Nigga, I'm a cheating man. What's up? Like, you know, that's Part 4. But anyways, all we need to know is this guy got a lot of books. He's not done. I still deserve it. And by it, he means anybody who's not his wife's pussy. Okay. I've come too far. You can't make this up.
Flag on the play.
I still want it. Let's talk about that same pussy. Okay, I'm not saying single mothers are for grown men only. You know he slid in somebody's with DMs and said that shit before he fucked her. Like, yo, these are crazy. Oh, this is my favorite one.
This is crazy.
Hey, quit. Don't forget your crown. Don't forget your crown. Don't forget your crown.
Don't forget your crown.
Queen. Don't forget your crown. Hey, yo, Ma. Yo, Ma.
You dropped some.
Yo, don't forget your crown. Oh, you're not going to respond? Okay, Queen. Have a blessed day. Heal together without hurting each other. Well, guess that didn't work. My nigga's getting divorced.
When there's dudes out here who are really going hard for their girls. Again, don't forget your crown, where I go way more in depth about how to avoid the guys that are actually trash. Y'all settling and fighting over these dudes that make you feel like you're just a runner-up with these other chicks. When in the beginning, he was telling you that you was the baddest, you was the realest, you was the best, you was wifey, you was this, that, and the other. But then when y'all get together, he gets inconsistent and starts making you feel like you average. And if you ever have questions about how a man feels about
what's with this Zoom, bro?
Ask his actions. That's gonna tell you everything you need to know. Heal together without hurting each other is actually half off right now at the link down in the caption. But if a dude don't fuck with you, shit, he'll ignore you, he'll cuss you out, call you out your name, he'll cheat on you, even put his hands on you. The last thing a dude is not gonna do if he's really into you is make it seem to other girls like he's—
Yo, Ahrelevant Connor is talking to folks on Chud Logic stream. The problem is I just don't know what I would say to him. You know what I'm saying?
Still on the market. Even if there's no title yet, it ain't gonna happen. So if you're dealing with confused men, don't act confused whenever he leaves you heartbroken and your time wasted, because that's what confused men do. Put it like this. If the infractions are starting to straight up humiliate you, it's time to let him go. But the truth is, and I'm saying it here now, is that Derek Jackson was involved with other women, cheating, affairs.
Do you remember when you were speaking in the third person?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Good Lord. You know what? I don't even think I could really enjoy this that much. I think I've already enjoyed it as much as I could. At this point, I'm just like...
What, you feel for him?
No. No.
No.
You know what it's like?
What is
I
that?
figured it out. It's like when you pull up a porno, then you bust a nut, and then you sit there with your dick in your hands, and you're like, bro, why'd I do this? Like, why is my dick still in my hands 5 minutes later? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, it's over. Clean up, nigga. Let's go. Like, that's what I'm thinking to myself right now. Like, it's over. Hey.
Healed Together Without Hurting Each Other, my new book, is available now at the link down in the caption. But let me say this. I have no sympathy for a man who finds it to be difficult to be faithful after being in a promiscuous lifestyle, and neither should you. Nobody told you to be...
Man, that's so insane that he can say this so straight-faced and be talking about himself.
...promiscuous before the relationship, and nobody made you be monogamous with just her. You don't want her? Let another man have her.
No. Damn, he's just saying this bold-faced, and he is a part of that.
If you're wondering what's going on with the wife, she's lost her mind.
No. Really?
Every person speaking against the names Danae Jackson and Derek Jackson in mockery, accusations, slanders, and lies, may the mercies of God be withdrawn from you. May your husbands and wives become widows. Let your children become...
She's casting a spell. Stop her.
Fatherless. Let your seed become vagabonds on the earth. Let the words of your mouth and your words of your hands be returned back to you. Let it go down your throat and choke you slowly until your days become few on the earth. The word of God says, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. You've been warned. And if you want to know where that is at in the Bible, go to Psalm 109. Go to Psalm 30.
You know what's probably the funniest thing? She probably paid like $100 for those glasses that look like absolute ass. Bro, rich nigga shit I'll never understand.
35. Go to Psalm 140. Go to Psalm 141. And keep our names out of your mouth. In the name of Jesus.
No. You can't do slavery in the name of Jesus. You can't kill in the name of Jesus. You can't do threats like that in the name of Jesus.
Oh, you can't?
Making it in the name of Jesus don't make it good. All right? Wow. No.
All right. You know what I mean? You can and she did.
Wow. Using the scriptures. Wow. But but she was like that. I don't think she was like that before.
I don't know. This shit looked like it broke her.
Remember when she was like dressed and all that?
What, the helmet of salvation?
That was that.
The helmet of salvation happened after the cheating.
Yes, but that was that.
But I mean, this is the next level. I mean, she wishing death on people.
Oh yeah.
That's another level.
Yeah.
And with that being said, you know, if he's only built to excel in the playground, he's going to do a whole lot better with the monkey bars and the swings and, you know, the merry-go-round than he's going to do with a woman like you who's built on business, who's built on breaking generational curses of continued dysfunction, who's built on building an empire and legacy. You can't do that with somebody who can only excel when it's play time.
I play. Pause. I never tell them to halt. Stop. Cause I drop and roll with the truth. Hot. They call me in these streets.
Wait, is he actually doing this off the top?
Sizzling. Like who? Sizzler. Boom. Boom.
Shalaka-laka.
Boom. Hey, my nigga, that was a good assist.
I had to.
Hey.
And then you had to.
Hey. He said shalaka, shalaka. Shalaka laka. Okay.
Nah, nigga, I play the say. My mom said, what did you say? I said, I ain't trying to get no beating though.
Oh, goddamn.
She said, you gonna get that beating though. Ooh. And I'm like, damn, ma, I just wanted to play, but you know what they say.
What they say?
Never mess with mama, because today's her day. I came for the fams.
Ooh, came for him.
Battle reps.
Let's go.
I came with some hams.
Okay.
Thanksgiving.
Yes, go.
We here with some lambs.
Listen.
But we ain't getting slaughtered.
Look.
Hey, boy. You know what time it is?
What time is it?
Play.
Oh! God.
Really? For something that's...
Yeah, no, that made no sense.
That's valid. For something that just came smooth through it, that's actually valid, honestly.
That was that.
All right, there's a trip down little memory lane. Because it's been an ongoing saga. You know, we've already won. This is a victory lap and an extra. So here's the more serious side, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
From my perspective, I don't think there's anything wrong with a man wanting to uplift women and to spend a lot of time on that or make that their mission. I just think it looks very suspicious to me when you are extremely uncharitable to men and you're extremely charitable to women. Like, you don't understand the male perspective. Then I just think you're brown nosing.
I think you're.
You know, every time he describes a woman, he's like, when you're built on the idea of breaking generational wealth while he's on the swinging from the monkey bars like a little child. It's like, why is it always these two extremes where it's like this boss, independent, Beyonce type woman, and then the dude is some loser with his pants below his knees and like 3 murder raps? So like, why is that always the example you go with?
Selling books. He's selling books. And this, I don't even think he believes what he says.
I agree. I was going to say, if somebody has a financial interest in selling you products,
oh, that's why
you
you're
believe,
saying it's sus. Yeah, I see you.
Just be careful.
I see what you're saying.
Just be careful. Okay? Listening to his videos, I'm like, bro, he's doing too much. This dude brown nosing. You know, this dude brown nosing a little bit too hard. So I've been a little bit sus of him. And then with all this scandal stuff, it was just... thou doth protest too much, which is just.
Don't forget, Wake the Beast is the best freestyler. He's very good.
Are you quoting the scriptures too?
No, that's Shakespeare.
Okay.
Bro, what is up with the back end of these videos never being good?
To make one decision when you're 19 years old and then, become the biggest star in the world. I honestly tell people if I could go back, I would give up everything to have my dignity and respect back. I'm seriously having a panic attack. Can someone please respond to me?
Why are women afraid of weight?
Why are women afraid of weight? Bro, the reason why a lot of these people think it's funny is because it's like, haha, these are fat women finding out they're fat. Like, it is... Like, I don't know, man. Bro, fat women get so much shit, man.
No, man. Please. No.
Please.
She wanted to entertain them internet niggas and think I'm supposed to stay.
I'm kissing your feet. Please. Please.
Come on, man.
Please. Please.
Stop.
Please.
Get up, man. Get
Please. 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 Please.
No.
So good.
Okay, do you want to know like the progression of my ass?
Yeah.
So first was
memoir.
the BBL. Did absolutely nothing besides put marks on my body. Super bad. I do not recommend it if you're a skinny girl. Second, I flew to Atlanta, Georgia with my friend Stephanie at the time, and we got illegal butt injections in a hotel room.
Oh my God.
We flew to Atlanta, but we went to somewhere called Alpharetta, stayed at like a Motel 7, some shit like that.
Oh, there's a Motel 7.
A woman came with like giant horse needles and a jug of silicone. It was literally like a
and huge ass jug. It was like oily, like oil, but it was silicone. And horse needles like this big. I think I already said that. And she'd be like, no painkillers, nothing. And she'd be like, just lay on the bed. And then she'd put little dots like on our butts where she was gonna inject it. And I'm talking about maybe like 20 injections with this huge horse needle.
That's pretty weird, nigga. I just wouldn't do that. What is 3 milks? What is 3 milks? Somebody tell me what that. What is 3 milks? What is that? I don't get that. I like to be in on people getting bullied. What does 3 milks mean?
Saying 2 things. One, that my child is going to be bullied in school.
And he will. I don't understand why y'all think being a hoe and living a hoe lifestyle has no consequences. Like, I don't get this. Like, she's over here saying, oh, my child's gonna be bullied. Yes, children are some of the most cruelest motherfuckers walking this planet. You really don't understand it. As a person that's been bullied before, I know this shit.
2, you clearly had a terrible mom who raised a son that talks like that to women.
You are literally a professional whore. Like, don't talk about my mama like that, bro.
What is one secret you never told your ex?
That I hooked up with someone else. I cheated. I cheated. I cheated.
You know what's funny? I feel like half the women that say this haven't actually cheated. God, I hope not. I feel like half the women that do this shit haven't actually cheated. They just say that they've cheated because they think it's like funny or quirky. But there's also a problem where you think it's funny or quirky to say that you've cheated. You know what I'm saying? And even if they have cheated, it's still another thing that they are so prideful when they say that they've cheated. Like, it's like a brag. It's a dub for them to say they cheated. Nah, I don't know. Nah, cope? No, it's definitely possible. Because they're like, fuck my ex or whatever, I cheated or some shit, and says he ain't shit. I feel like the I cheated is like the he ain't shit, she ain't shit thing.
This is crazy. How many times did you cheat?
4.
4. How many different dudes?
3.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Can someone from Instagram please get back to me about why my account is deleted? I never posted anything on there that showed nipples, nudity. I never did it.
I don't understand. Are we supposed to be, like, even if I'm an incel, am I supposed to be, like, happy that our Instagram got banned for no reason? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, am I supposed to be happy about this? Like, this is when it's degeneracy. Like, when you're just happy that the woman is down at all. Like, I understand being, like, making fun of her for thinking that she can live a career, live a lifestyle that she did, and then just escape it and have nobody remember and nobody do any kind of typecasting or anything. I understand that. But just like, yo, I hope your Instagram gets banned because you did porn? Like, what? That doesn't make no sense.
Any of that, I don't even use DMs or talk to people on there.
Incels love to see women cry. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I find it kind of cathartic because it's, like, funny to watch people cry who have, like, literally way too much money in shit to be doing anything. Like, God, no, if I had 1/100th as much money as this woman, and I got banned from Instagram, I would literally be like, bro, who cares? Like, I'm gonna go into my fucking room where my whole goddamn flight sim is ready for me, and I'm gonna play some DCS with goddamn realistic G-forces. Bro, are you joking? Yeah, well, you'll be fine.
I'm seriously having a panic attack. Can someone please respond to me and get back to me about why my account was deleted?
When you catch your girlfriend literally in the act.
Really? You're home. Oh, that's funny. Hey, you got a twin? You got a twin, by the way?
You got a twin?
Do you guys approach women?
Look at them, they're like, no.
I'm half and half. If it's like a girl I think I would be interested in, I have no problem approaching her. I'm not against approaching women. However, it does become a numbers game, and it's exhausting. Like, I don't want to be out approaching 50 different girls.
Okay, when you get a man, what do you do to keep a man? Like, why should he keep you?
Oh, why he should keep? Bro, I hate guys like.
Why should a man choose you outside of your looks? Why should a man choose you?
Yeah,
Like, what do you do?
because you're already real.
No, what are you trying to say? Because a lot of guys, they don't do nothing.
Well, I just asked you about you. You already
I'm gonna do everything for you if I love you.
So guys want to know, okay, in exchange for the money, the provision, the protection, the leadership, everything that I provide for you, what am I getting in return? And y'all can never answer the question.
Most answer like you.
You get triggered and defensive, and
like,
you probably gonna say,
I am the table. If you're not doing nothing from you, you're not doing nothing for me.
Still not saying what you're doing.
If you're not doing nothing for me, if I do, I'm gonna do everything.
Okay, stopping the video when I see someone I'd leave my girlfriend for. No. I'm gonna say no.
Bro, what?
Yes, I'm so. Yeah, 110%. You're gone. You are gone. Dunzo.
Back to porn, I don't think that it's
Bro,
good
you
for
capping.
anyone. They should make it illegal.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what though? It's honest.
Yeah.
Was the epiphany for you to get out of porn when that person told you how much they were making on Instagram? Was that your final straw?
Yeah, I already wanted to quit. I just didn't know how to say no. I personally do not condone boy-girl scenes or pornography. I think it's very bad for the girls, and I just don't.
Could you give me your opinion on why do people think it's totally fine to make fun of a kid because their mom did sex work at one point and never understood it? Is it just kid cruelty? Yeah, it's a big part of it. And it's kind of like, I mean, it's slut shaming, right? It's saying that your mom is worth less as a woman because she's had sex with a bunch of guys. That she's used up, old news, and shit like that, yeah. So, yeah, it's just what it is. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't like the industry at all. It's crazy to make one decision when you're 19 years old and then, become the biggest star in the world when you didn't mean to do that. How should a 19-year-old girl be put in that position, having to have sex with people that they don't want to touch their body? You have to be your...
Bruh, the moment we get rid of porn for young women is the moment we get rid of the military for young men. Bruh, if you get... trust me, you can get naked on camera and get paid for it, I promise you, if I can go to war. If I can go to war and literally shoot at people and die, I promise you can get naked in front of a camera and get paid for it. I promise you're capable of doing that.
Own best advocate, which also is really hard for girls in that age range to say no. I've had so many friends and girlfriends who thought porn was a good idea.
Also, my sympathy is considerably less for these specific women talking about this because there is literally nothing these women can do for the rest of their lives to be poor. There's nothing they can do. They just exist on Instagram and they will make hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's not possible, let alone going back to independent sex work like OnlyFans. It's physically impossible for these women to be broke. I don't know what to say. Just true easy mode shit.
Don't end up with the same outcome as me. They end up with a bunch of videos of them getting fucked on the internet for their family to see. They make no money, and it's over for them.
Accountability is a woman's kryptonite.
Don't care.
I'm a stripper. I want to be like a video vixen. I'm really good at what I do. I can shake my ass. I'm turned as fuck. Agents hit me
A
up.
video vixen, yeah.
Yep, I do.
How much you done got paid? So what was the highest paid gig you done got so far?
In Virginia, $300. You know.
How are you doing? $300? Stop.
Do you not like you?
Stop.
No, I'm gonna do 150. I'll do it for
Stop.
300. I'll do it for what?
Man,
what is the
you might as well be on in Vegas on Boulder with a chip on your shoulder. No, you being weird. 150 to shake your ass, getting bruises and all types of extra shit all up on you.
What is a turn on that you have that you've never told me about? Come on.
Maybe when you bossing around in the bedroom.
Really? Make the fucking bed.
The reason why men are on dating apps are because of you lot, yeah? That's what it is. When you walk up to a woman, she's got some 3-5-2 formation, defensive formation on her forehead. She ain't trying to hear anything you got to say. I walked up to a woman and I asked her, yeah, I said, excuse me, can I borrow your lighter? I've got a boyfriend. I needed a flame light, you know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, yeah, you lot got that 811 Christmas tree formation on your head. You're mingling with the wrong guy.
Do you think a guy should continue to talk to a girl after you got rejected by her, or completely act like she doesn't exist?
Act like she doesn't exist, get as many bitches as possible, and make her regret her life.
It must be so nice as a guy that the second the toothpaste is almost done, a new one just magically appears.
Oh, yeah. Imagine being a girl where just magically rent's covered every month in this luxury building, okay? No, but thanks for the Arm & Hammer, pal.
I know it's
that's a funny laugh clip.
Meant to be sarcastic.
Whoa, racing sim!
But men bring way more to the table than a woman does. Like she said, she brings some toothpaste, and then the rent has to be paid by the man. Men have to maintain the house.
Dude, it was a completely fake TikTok. I understand you're going to talk about the greater complexities of it, but 90% of relationships, not 90%, but the majority of relationships are 50-50 financially. Now, let's watch this drift.
We have to go out there and grind. We have to do all these different things.
Hold up, am I covering it? I am a little bit. My bad, hold up.
To make sure the shed is in place, make sure her life is great. But as a woman, she brings little knickknacks.
A lot of the videos I have no rights over. Otherwise, I probably would have deleted them all by now.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's tough. Do you regret like any of that stuff?
I do. I honestly tell people if I could go back, I would give up everything to have my dignity and respect back, and for people to not be able to see me in that way.
Bro, you literally got an inassailable career from that shit, Cap, hard Cap. Like, she will never be broke again for the rest of her life for that shit.
2022 has been a difficult year for many men. 2023 will be even more difficult. Inflation is through the roof. Job security, it's not necessarily there anymore. Interest rates, rising like I don't know what. And then couple that with an entitled dating market where the middle class guy is struggling just to even meet women. Flakiness, it's not looking good for a lot of guys, especially in the black community. But wait, there's more. There's another opportunity out there for a lot of guys, and that is getting their passports and seeing what's on the other side of North America.
Where the fuck did my shit
In fact,
go?
some guys might be staying in North America and just heading down to Mexico and finding love. And that is exactly what you have seen. Many guys who feel that, they don't have any kind of competitive advantage in the United States.
It's the faking sick
take
children
their
video.
talents to other places. The usual suspects: Colombia, DR, Brazil. Now in the running, certain countries.
Yeah, let's watch this. It's more interesting.
Hello guys and gals, me Mudahar, and today we're going to be diving into a pretty depraved scam, ladies and gentlemen. Now I know a couple, I would say a month or two ago, I looked at one of the darkest rabbit holes on YouTube, but I think this is probably the most evil scam that I've ever seen, period. Now, this is something that's centralized on TikTok, but to understand just what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, this is a scam that's not as clear-cut as one would imagine. So let me just get right into the nitty-gritty of it. So obviously, some of you may know one of the longest-running conflicts in the world, which is the Syrian civil war. It's a civil war that's been happening since 2011 amongst numerous insurgents, governmental agencies, and proxy agencies around. And it really shows no sign of actually stopping. Tons of people have been displaced, tons of actual infrastructure in parts of the country are completely gone, and it's, again, a war that has had so many peace talks that you could make an entire season of YouTube videos on it. but there is no sign of it actually stopping. Because of the Syrian civil war, a lot of people have been displaced, and a lot of people are living in refugee camps. So of course, TikTok has allowed tons of people, like many social media platforms, to live stream themselves. Now it seems as though a few people from these actual displaced camps are now live streaming, actually requesting money, begging for it on the internet. And in some of these videos, in order to garner sympathy, you actually have what appears to be children with IV drips allegedly connected to them, and the same parent or multiple other people constantly begging for money. So let's go over a few videos over here. Now this one comes from WeClan79, which is a channel that was rather interesting for me because it was the one that constantly kept on popping up. But of course, if you look closely into this video, all right, this is some archives from the actual community. You've got people basically begging for money and asking for some form of help, gifts on TikTok, something, because of these children that have been busted, because of these children that are sick. Now, of course, in other capacities, you also have the same children, the same or different parents in this case, just standing over there, begging and asking for prayers with, again, IV drips connected. Again, the same framework exists no matter what. You have the parent asking for money, and you have one child who's just sort of laying there with, again, an alleged IV drip connected. Then, of course, you also have children laying over there with IV drips constantly connected again, and the same parent asking for money. So, of course, in one case, if you saw one person doing this, it would be, okay, maybe this is somebody who desperately needs money. Where it starts to get really weird is when you look at the actual channel name. So, for instance, this one is Fam Quan, all right? So you see this person standing over here with this exact same brick wall. Now, again, in this other screenshot that I have, where you have WeClan79, so a totally different channel, with the same person, it seems, the same background, and the same kid with IV drips. The point is, all right, people jump in. At this point, they have around 400-something live viewers, and people are constantly sending them roses, gifts, some form of in-app purchases to this user account. So, of course, it seems as if these are looped videos, or just pre-recorded videos, where the person is just sitting there begging for money, occasionally looking at the chat, making vague references. And then, of course, people are just sending in money because they believe that these children are actually really harmed, or these children need this money in order to survive. Okay, because they're
fake videos or they're looped videos that are getting people big racks,
are medically afflicted with something terrible. It gets even worse because you find other channels that are significantly larger with around, what, like 198,000 something likes, and it appears like 7.8 thousand live viewers, right? Of course, different channels, you got Mish89 something something, but of course, if you look really carefully over here, it's the same dad we saw last time on the WeClan, all right? And of course, people here on TikTok are exposing it. You have one child, IV drip, and of course, just asking for money constantly. Of course, it even gets further because you'll have other parents as well too doing the same thing. It's always the dad, one sick child, and of course the begging for money. All right, that's pretty much what it comes down to. Again, here's another video of the same type of scammer.
Why are they all dads? Why isn't there any women? I feel like if you're gonna grift like this, you gotta why not women? I feel like women would get easier money, no?
So you've got one kid, IV bag over here, and of course the dad over here just begging and praying like, thank you Allah, please.
Especially if she's hot. You get like a MILF to do this shit, you'd rake it in.
Help us. Please give us some.
Probably get some crazy dude from like America, be like, I'll fly you out here, baby. I'll give you $1 million to fly out here. Scam him right, Nigerian prince style. The women are on OF, unironically.
Blessings. That's pretty much what you got going on. And of course, these channels all seem to be working. At the end of the day, these scams wouldn't be happening if there wasn't actual money being exchanged. So the reason I referenced the Syrian civil war earlier was because that was the one commonality I found when looking into this. I thought maybe it was one scammer, but then when it came out to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 scammers, it was wild. Now you might be like, Muda, you're pretty heavy-handed on the scammer thing. How can you prove it? Well, the reality of it is that when you look at what's going on and what's actually behind the scenes, these parents and these kids aren't actually even the guilty ones in this scenario. It really seems like this has become an entire industry in Syria, or at least in these refugee camps, where to make a few bucks, we're now propping up how ill some of these children are and how destitute some of these families are in order for the middlemen and TikTok as a company to gain a shit ton of profits off of what is a very, very depressing situation. So, to one looking carefully into this scenario, if you actually look very quick, so one of the things that we found were a BBC actual investigation. They actually went down to look into some of these Syrian camps as well. So for instance, according to the BBC, who gave $106 worth of gifts or tips or super chats, whatever you may believe, $33 was actually remaining when it was taken away from TikTok's massive share. Now, of course, beyond beyond that massive share being taken away, you had somewhere around 10% taken away from the local money transfer shop. So for instance, when US dollars get sent over to Syria, they have to convert the USD into their applicable currency or whatever currency they need in order to actually buy the things they have to, like food or whatever. That gets taken away. And then, of course, you've also got the middlemen agencies, who are one of the real scumbags provided. So what these people are effectively live streaming guilds. Okay, if you haven't heard of what a live streaming guild is, there's a pretty good research article about the Zhibogonghui, which is actually China's version of live streaming guilds, where you actually have people who are complete manipulation experts. And what they effectively are algorithmic experts in the scenario. So they actually understand how they can optimize a live streamer's performance according to algorithmic parameters that platforms end up revealing. So basically SEO people on crack cocaine. These people are able to actually look into the algorithm, how it works, how various factors feed into the delivery of your content to various individuals. So what these people do is they find destitute families, they basically provide them cell phones, a TikTok account, the various things to get going, and they charge a small fee, all right, or in this case, a substantially larger fee than what it appears that the money transfer areas do, because they rent out the phones and services, and the family, out of that $106 initially, only ends up getting somewhere around $19.31 in order to feed off. And that's with the generosity of the BBC investigators in the situation. In reality, they're getting far less than $19. In fact, in some cases, I've seen that they're getting far less than $10 for this scenario. So the real people, it seems, that are profiting off of this appears to be TikTok, with charging a cut, which is standard for any massive platform. YouTube will do it with super chats, Twitch will do it with their bit system, but TikTok will take a percentage. And then, of course, you've also got these organizations who claim, by the way, to be working with TikTok. Hamid says he uses TikTok to help families make a living. He pays them most of the profits minus his running costs. Like the other middlemen, Hamid says he was supported by live agencies in China who work directly with TikTok. Again, like I was telling you, the live streaming guilds. They help us if we have any problems with the app. They unlock blocked accounts, we give them the name of the page, the profile picture, and they open the account. Agencies like this, known as live streaming guilds, are based all around the world.
Wait, so the scam... So we haven't even confirmed. So the scam is on the live streamers and not this, or is it both, or?
Contracted by TikTok to help content producers produce more appealing live streams. TikTok pays them a commission according to the...
I don't understand the claim. So I feel like the claim is supposed to be that the streamers are getting scammed at the very least, and there are some streamers that are also scamming the audience.
Of live streams and the value of the gifts received, as these agencies had told the BBC. Now, if this is the case, and of course TikTok is deeply committed to minor safety, this content directly goes against whatever is allowed on their platform. Now, I have to stress for the record, a lot of these platforms, a lot of these live streams do get taken down after a certain amount of reports. But the fact that we are even letting this go on when TikTok clearly can combat this in a much better way is questionable. TikTok writes, "We are deeply committed to protecting the safety of minors on our platform. TikTok defines a minor as any person under the age of 18. We prohibit activities that perpetuate the abuse, harm, endangerment, or exploitation of minors on TikTok. Any content, including animation or digitally created or manipulated media, that depicts abuse or exploitation, forget about it. You literally just said exploitation of minors, right? How is this not the actual exploitation of children who are just sort of propped up as actual literal props with IV drips that allegedly are probably in them or not? I'm going to wager that they aren't, are used to gate and solicit gifts and donations from people around the world who don't really know any better. Now, this is why I believe this is actually the definition of a scam, all right? You've literally got marketing agencies who find bereaved families and pimp them out internationally, all over the world, so they can harvest a few pity bucks off of them. And the family, who can draw in hundreds of dollars sometimes, is getting maybe, and I mean maybe, somewhere around 18% of that if they are actually lucky. It's a wild, wild world we live in, but it's unfortunately a grim reality of what I've been seeing. Now, I've been seeing this kind of float under the radar. I haven't really seen a lot of people talk about it, but for me, it was a baffling thing to witness. This might be one of the most evil scams that I've seen exist. You know, we've already got problems with Syria and the fact that they've been in a decade-plus long war, but now the people that are bereaved, this is the only option they have to actually make money. It's why I'm not going so hard against those parents who are using their children to scam. It's not entirely even their fault. This is all they have to make money. Unfortunately, it seems as though big social media and a few of these scumbag middlemen, alongside China's live streaming guilds, have found a way to corner the market and create what is, in fact, one of the most depressing commodities on the face of the earth. People think they're giving money to a charitable cause, when in reality, most of this money is just going into the hands and pockets of actual scumbag degenerates. Now, I'm sure these scumbags will say, hey, we're providing an opportunity to the family out there. Yes, you are providing an opportunity at a glorious 80%.
Okay, that's... I don't know why. It's always at the back end of the video.
She's in Africa.
I want to see what this...
I now have a woman that's masculine, I got a woman that's not feminine, and I got a woman that I cannot build with. Because while I'm busy doing the masculine part of the relationship... And
I don't care.
What I'm talking about right now.
Hold on. Have y'all ever heard of the movement called the Passport Bro? I just heard about it and I think it's completely insane. So to my understanding, these are American men who are just tired of dating American women, whether they find us too difficult or we're not submissive enough, whatever. So they decide to go overseas and find themselves some foreign love. And you know what? I'm the last person who can judge because of my situation. So I'm not here to diss them, but really, I think the idea is insane because of what I have witnessed in my personal life. So for the bros who are just doing this to have a good time, then I don't gotta warn y'all because y'all know what's up. But for those of you who are seriously trying to look for love, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I doubt that that's gonna happen. In the beginning, everything is going to seem amazing, especially with being in a different country. That just does something to you, so you feel like extra good inside, right? Not to mention the girl that you found. She's young, she's gorgeous, loves to have a good time. She does everything for you and to you. Oh, you're in love. But homegirl, oh no, she don't even like you. She, in fact, is playing you and is doing this for a come-up. You went from searching for genuine love.
I feel like that's probably true.
To accidentally finding yourself in a transactional relationship. Get ready, because homegirl,
I think that's probably true.
She is going to tell you all of these lies to get you to pull out your wallet. And you will dish out hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. And this money is not just going to her. Nah, she's giving this money to her family, to her friends, and her boyfriend. Oh wait, you didn't know? Real talk, I used to be friends with somebody who did this very thing. And sis, she had no shame. Like, she legit did not care about this man. And this man legit thought that he found love. Little did he know the money that he gives her, she's using it to fund her secret life back at home. So please do not think for 1 second that you are the exception, because 9 times out of 10, it can be happening to you. Everything that I just described is very common and it happens in many countries, but I witnessed it firsthand in the Dominican Republic. So my advice, and I sincerely mean this, do not marry her. Do not get her a green card and do not bring her over here, because once you do, oh my gosh, your life is going to be a living hell.
You see, she's just trying to use scare tactics. They're going to use you. Those women overseas are going to do this to you.
I feel like everything she said is pretty reasonable.
Not gonna love you. Instead of dealing with why black men are deciding to go that way in the first place. And it brings me to this particular video. There's a really good creator on TikTok by the name of Fem Gems for You. And I want to shout out to brother Mark Cruz for introducing me to her TikTok platform. She has currently about 1,105 followers. Go over there and let her know that your boy O'Shea is there, and stop the show. I'm also on TikTok. I only have 103 followers, but go over there, follow me on TikTok. I'll be posting content over there real soon, all right? But anyways, let me get back to this. She brings out some interesting points and making a pretty interesting plea for African-American men to stay with black women. Let's play that clip.
Okay, I'm aware that this may gain some attention, so I want to clarify and express some things. I want to utilize my platform as positively as possible, and I try to be level-headed and considerate of both sides. Okay? Men want traditional women to marry. That is why they're going to other countries. Look, y'all desire something so bad that y'all want to step. And baby, look, I ain't mad at you, okay? Truly, I do not blame the escape because a lot of American chicks' priorities are messed up. We are greedy, selfish, ungrateful. We can't be held accountable. We have this exploitative, transactional mindset, and we're obstinate. I'm not saying every chick here is that way, but from what I witnessed and what's transpired in my life, talking to my peers, colleagues, family.
Why are there 3 screens? Because it was shot vertically, and you can't do that easily.
And what I see on social media and TV, let me just say, American chicks are on a low vibrational wavelength, and a lot of us champion toxic behavior. I mean, look at TikTok. But what is problematic is this frequent habit or proclivity of black men denigrating their women in the process when they're talking about their preferences. Listen, there are a lot of us reclaiming our image, advocating for men, reflective of issues, holding ourselves accountable. You know, we're trying to comprehend our men and unlearn toxic habits and behaviors, whether that's relationship skills, poor money management, you know, undesirable relationship skills, you know, our health, whatever it needs work. A lot of us are trying to counter the stereotypes. Let me just say this. I am sorry if I were insensitive in the prior videos. I took time to understand what I misunderstood. I can't lie, though. I'm disheartened because I love my men. I welcome my men. You know?
I don't understand. What is this supposed to be?
I need my men in every way possible.
This chick just lonely?
For protection, provision.
Okay, this chick is just lonely. That's a bit desperate. Too desperate for me. Alright, take me away.
Hey guys, what's up? Decline here. I feel pretty awful. Just another day.
I like the haircut, my boy.
At the gym. So today I did push day. I used to be doing full body.
I think this guy could look pretty good if he dresses classy. Get some braces, dresses classy. I think that could work for him looks-wise.
But I switched to PPL because I
Good choice.
To, make my volume like more organized, more manageable, and I think it was getting.
I've tried to reach out to this guy.
Organize things with full body, especially now that I'm bringing the volume back up because I have more recovery. In theory, due to my change in status, if you know what I mean. I increased my calories to 2,400 per day. That is a lot of food for me. I wasn't seeing my weight go up on the scales, so I had to do something about it. So now we're going into more of a regular bulk, I guess. Not as heavy as some really heavy bulkers who eat like 4,000, 5,000 calories a day. I'm not doing that, but I don't think I'm running enough stuff for that to work. I just feel awful from eating all that stuff. I don't like having to stay up all night just to eat, just to get my calories in, and then going to sleep late. I bought a gainer shake today, and hopefully that'll make it easier to get my calories in. So
for anybody who's curious who this guy is, he's like our local stream incel. We watch him because he's become a part of the stream. I like watching his content. I think it's enjoyable stuff to be able to address some of the problems I think young men have getting women. I think he encapsulates some of it.
Was 8 months I will bulk and gain weight slowly, try and gain weight without gaining any fat, get to 65 kilos without gaining any fat, which should be theoretically possible with the power of all the stuff, but I am impatient. I feel so terrible, and 8 months, am I seriously supposed to keep going for 8 months with like no reward, still being alone? I'm still gonna be here. Hey guys, what's up? I'm truly alone, like 8 months, 7 months in, and I will have gained the muscles. I'll be here in a gym stringer with the pop and delts, hopefully.
You could get a hold of him. Would you have him on stream? Why not?
I can't keep going for 8 months without any results, without any gains. I don't even know how am I going to get there. So I think rather than lean bulking, look, it depends on how much power the juice actually has, but I might try and bulk for a little bit and then cut for a little bit and then do like small bulking and cutting cycles, because I don't like this main gaining, this lean bulking. Like, if there's a faster way, I have to get out of this hole, you know. I put in the work and now it's like I'm trying to get to the gym 6 days a week and I'm trying to eat all these calories and
But for a beginner to the gym, everything that I've seen, if you're going 6 days a week, me and my brother started going 6 days a week the minute we started going to the gym. A lot of that is not optimal use of time. Like, you are going to be training, running into massive diminishing returns on training if you're going at the beginning of your sessions. You're going when you first start working out. Usually beginners, based on all of the people that I've heard talk about it, it's beginners, they recommend 3 days a week, I think, 2 or 3 days a week. Maybe it's 3 to 4 days a week is like the upper end of what they recommend for training. 6 days a week is overkill for newbies. Just stands to make you burned out. Does it optimize? Like, make sure you're not leaving any gains on the table? Sure, but a massive diminishing return.
I'm trying so hard, but just how much energy do I have left in me? How much willpower do I have left in me? Honestly, I think it might take me until like 2024 before I've built enough muscle to start being impressive, start gaining attention. Maybe to start actually looking impressive enough to be attractive. Like, I might not even make it in 8 months. I might be, like I said, still alone here in 8 months. Some people were saying,
I feel like this is a good look for him, though. I feel like maybe some corrections. I could see a different coat on him, and I could see it work really well. Something with a little bit more of a color, different coat on the side. I can literally see the type of coat that would look good on him, and I think he's got magic there. I feel like he could do it. I feel like right now, maybe it's just the lighting and stuff, but his hair is definitely looking substantially better. I think he's got something he can work with.
Discord, that I have to be prepared for if this doesn't work, if gym doesn't work, if muscles don't work. And now I have to be realistic, set realistic expectations.
Nah, Jamie, I don't have that problem.
What else were they saying? That I'm 30 now and that I should have done all this figuring things out when I was 20. Look, what's done is done. My life was messed up and that's done. I can't change it.
I do push-pull legs and then rest on 7.
What I want to achieve right now, and yes, it's fucking late, but what am I supposed to do? And look, either I can rot or I can go for what I want to go for. If I fail, I'll
yeah, glitching, that's true.
It's not like, say I stop going to the gym, all of a sudden I get a job and live a normal life if I give up all these dreams. Like, no, I would still need to work extremely hard to get a job and to get back into living a normal life. So it's not that easy. Look, I've said this before, I don't have anything to live for. Like, one of these days
speech coach? He needs something like a speech coach, yeah.
At some cliff or something. I don't know. Do they have cliffs in like the Grampians or out past Geelong or something? I don't know. And then the police will get called or my channel will get deleted or something. But I don't have anything to live for. I don't want to keep going with this life. I don't want to go and get a job and just not try. I don't want to give up on my dreams. Like, rotting was what I did in my 20s. Not trying for anything, just accepting my position. Now is the time for action. This is my last chance. Trying to build muscle is my last chance. And I'm going
I don't think it is his last chance,
I've had
but...
girls attracted to me in the past. I don't think it's unrealistic that...
True.
When I have a way better body, I would be able to find a girl who is attracted to me and actually get over the line with her. Is that so unrealistic, so delusional? Like I've said before, there is literally no evidence of gym cell not actually working out, not actually being successful. I have never seen a guy with say, a men's physique looking body who can't get a girl. It just doesn't happen. It does not exist. There are no examples. And
What? So this is something that I've been interested in, that I've thought quite a bit about. I think a lot of guys, especially gym bro guys, will think that all women like big physiques, huge guys, because they'll get more women when they get to that point, and there'll be women that are like throwing themselves at them. But I think the reason why these women are doing it, well, one, women do like athletic guys, but not like necessarily huge guys, but athletic guys. Like, women like men who work out. That's statistically seen everywhere that I've seen. They like an athletic body, a fit body, a one where there's considerable muscle is visible, toned, whatever, right? That exists, but then people assume that that's infinitely stretching. I think the reason why you see women flocking to men, or these men think that women are really interested in huge guys, is because it's an aesthetic. You just automatically begin to fit an aesthetic. Aesthetics are one of the most important things about looks, right? You're not going to be able to change your jawline. You're not going to be able to change whatever. Aesthetics is very important. Fitting into a specific aesthetic and playing into it and making it work for you is very important. And when you're big, when you're fucking huge, you fit into an aesthetic just by breathing, just by existing, because your fucking shoulders are wide as fuck, your arms are huge, and so you just kind of naturally fit into an aesthetic just when you're moving about your life, because you fit into that gym bro kind of whatever huge man aesthetic. And everything kind of falls into place, especially if you wear the gym attire, the cut shirts or whatever. You fit that. And there's women that like that aesthetic, and they run with it. Kind of like how there's certain guys that like an emo girl aesthetic, the girl next door aesthetic, and whatever. You don't have to be the best looking woman in the world, but if you fit into the girl next door aesthetic and you find a guy that likes that, it can do wonders. Same with the emo girl, alternative, whatever shit. Aesthetics matter a lot. And so, I don't know, I've thought about that. Like, why is it that there's huge guys at the gym that think that all women like this shit? It's probably because they didn't get shown almost any attention by women at all. And then all of a sudden, they now have more women flocking to them. And it's because they now fit an aesthetic that certain women will throw themselves at you. Right? I don't know. It is what it is, man.
Fucking build a good body and come up here and...
Gym will not work for him. He doesn't have enough confidence and drive to stay in the gym. That's his main problem. He might, I don't know, he seems to have, at least verbally, he seems to have the drive.
Still be in cell. And look, and then you can say it didn't work. When I have, say, an FFMI of like 24 to 26, and when I'm done and when it doesn't work, I can say, at least I tried, at least I gave it a shot, at least I increased my looks to the level that I thought would be good enough. And
I think his hair looks good, man.
And people will say, no, you didn't try. People still say that I don't do anything with my time. Fuck you. It's like, I will be the proof, whether or not anyone thinks this is going to work. Of course it's of course, people aren't going to believe in me. That's how it is. Nobody believes in you until you succeed. That's how it is. I wish I had people on this journey who did believe in me. Whether that's males, whether that's girls who are into me. I wish there were people who did believe in me. But unfortunately, in the end, I'm by myself, I'm alone. These are my decisions that I am making. In the end, when I'm in hospital with the LVH, left ventricular hypertrophy, I ain't gonna have my viewers fucking visiting me and holding my hand. In the end, I'm alone on this journey, and I wish I wasn't, but that's how it is. I really wish that I could have, like, a girl before I get to that point where I've actually succeeded my goals. I really would have liked to have a girl accompany me on this journey. Someone who was into me before I got to the top. Who was...
I know what he means, man.
Willing to... Who wanted me before I got to the top, but...
I know what he means.
I have to prove my value. I have to become desirable. I have to have a value proposition, and that's how it is. People are still talking about the height thing, but look, Jeremy Buendia, he's like 5'6", and he won the men's physique Olympia, and he had girls. He had an aesthetic body despite being not a tall guy like Ziz or John Skywalker. He was a short guy who built aesthetics. And I don't think it's out of the question for me to build aesthetics as a 5'4" guy.
Oh, he's 5'4".
I don't think it's out of the question that I could be desirable, that I could look good in a photo. And part of what I'm betting on is that women are as visual as anyone. Like, they would be impressed by a good body, theoretically. Like, if you look at Buendia and then you compare him to, say, a 6-foot guy with a dad bod and no muscle definition, and who's going to do better on Tinder? I bet it's Buendia. And no, I'm not saying that I am going to actually be Buendia. I'm not saying I have men's physique Olympia genetics. I don't. Well, actually, I mean, I don't know, but I'm not expecting to get that big. But the point is...
I would have it a bet he just doesn't have the skeletal structure for it.
Picture. Like, even if I'm a physically small person, I could impress in a picture enough to get a swipe. We've seen that Wheat Waffles experiment where the normie with
Wheat Waffles
face, who's like over 6 foot tall, the Tinder experiment, and he does alright, but he doesn't do as amazing as people expected, because just because you have some text and a normal looking face doesn't mean you're impressive enough to stand out. It's a visual app. People are impressed by visuals. And that's why you need a good body. That's why those gym sales are like... Who was that guy? That black guy. Somebody linked him in the Discord. I've forgotten his name.
X Fearless?
He's pretty normal looking. Honestly, to me, his physique looks kind of bloated, but he gets matches on Tinder.
X Fearless.
He is successful with women. He has that physique. Making an impact is important. Standing out is important. Having...
Is that actually how he looks?
That other people don't have is important.
Let's say you get with
if I build an amazing body.
This guy's short?
Girl who's super, super feminine. She wants to prove to you that she's the girl for you. Opposed to a masculine girl, I don't need no man. The man that she wants. Number 5, masculine. When you're always there, you always hit.
Like, this is what I'm talking about, right? I think probably if you ask the majority of women, they would say this guy is probably too big. But because he's working with the whole aesthetic, he's got the types of shirt on, his muscles are always out. There's plenty of women that are like, this is what I want. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I could see that working.
It's not.
Look up Pocket Hercules.
Chad who has everything. It's, can I beat the mediocre 6-foot white guy with a dad bod who gets by literally being a 6-foot white Reddit user? Like, can I beat that kind of person if I build an amazing body? Can I beat all of the mediocre guys who didn't build an impressive body? A lot of these guys are not, like, great looking in the face. These tall guys.
100 years one.
And they still get laid, but I just need to be better than the average guy, better than a lot of these mediocre guys who get laid. Some people won't believe in this, they'll just tell me to give up. People are telling me to give up, just like I was saying before, have realistic
What about that guy?
expectations. And someone said I'm going to harm myself if it doesn't turn out, and so I need to lower my expectations. You know what, fuck yeah, I'm just gonna stop listening to these people. Eventually, I'll just shut them out. Like, I just gotta realize, like, even if people if I can be my friend, if they're just gonna keep on, like, trying to bring me down, trying to discourage me, eventually I just shut them out, because I know what I'm doing.
Kai is 5'3"? No way.
Arguments. You don't have any examples of stuff not working. Like, the only guy who built some muscle in this community is Just James, and he did not actually build an impressive physique. He got acne and stuff that messed it up also, and I think he was showing off his legs and stuff. He wasn't really trying to actually build, like, a physique that's impressive to girls. It was just some gym style, but, like, you will never have proof that this doesn't work, because there is no proof. I'm gonna keep on going, and I'm gonna eat my calories, and even if it makes me fat, like, I'll call quits on the bulk pretty soon if I get too fat. But I'm going to try. Like, fuck you all, man. All of you haters. And
yeah, I really want to talk with this guy, man. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think it'd be a lot of fun to talk with this guy. I think we can do it too. I think we could manage to make that happen. It'll happen eventually. The way I look at it. Almost certainly it'll happen eventually. Alright, chat, I gotta go. I got shit I gotta do. It was like 6 hours of stream today. Well, even though I woke up late, god damn. Alright, you guys have a good rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully a little bit earlier, but probably just gonna be same time. It's probably gonna be same place, roughly 6 hours earlier than what time it is right now. So yeah. Alright, you guys have a good rest of your day. Hope you guys fucking feel like reviewing maybe the Chud Logic stream tomorrow or something, or going over some of the fallout of the XQC Hassan debate, or I don't know what'll happen, but I'll try and be cued in. All right, see you guys later. Much love. Bye.